This is Paul, Jess, and Alex. They're three real hustlers, and they're all experts on cons and scams. Alex is a skilled cheat and sleight-of-hand specialist who can steal from right under a victim's nose. Paul is an expert on gambling scams, frequently working for Las Vegas casinos as a consultant. Jess looks sweet and innocent but loves to deceive, especially the opposite sex. For this programme, the three of them have been travelling the UK to show our hidden cameras some of the most popular scams being performed illegally by con gangs all over Britain today. And then they'll teach us the secrets behind the cons to make sure you never get cheated again. This is The Real Hustle. Coming up, learn how the hustlers pinch a £600 necklace from a high street jeweller's, rent out a flat that doesn't belong to them, and show you how to avoid your PC being attacked by the keylogger scam. Alex has got a game for you to play at home. All you have to do is watch the disc with the white spot. Where is it? In the middle? No, you've just been caught by one of the oldest tricks in the book. The Monty.
The Monty scam dates back hundreds of years from the Mississippi riverboats of the Old West to the modern-day streets of New York. And it's an excellent example of a scam that has genuinely stood the test of time.
The big secret of the Monty scam is that it's 10% sleight of hand and 90% teamwork.
When people see a Monty game being played, they usually don't realise that it's actually a gang that is doing the scam. It's not just the man, the operator, throwing the discs. The Monty game is designed to separate a fool from his money.
Our three hustlers have come to the seaside to perform the Monty scam for our concealed cameras and to teach us the tricks behind this classic con. Even though the Monty is illegal, it is still played by hustlers all over the UK today. Our team have engaged the services of some local hustlers to help them out. They'll all be looking for a wealthy target, known as the Mark, to play the game.
There you go, look.
This passerby seems interested. He's their man. He's the Mark. Unknown to him, everyone else playing the game is in on it.
Yeah. That one there, that one, isn't it? Pointing wins you nothing. You want to bet that one? Yeah. Because you pointed at this one.
No.
You want that one? Ladies first. Here we go. Oh.
It looks to our Mark like Jess has just won some money, but remember, she's in on it like everybody else.
That back. No one bets from you, lad. Here we go.
Put this money down for me.
1,
if I tell you
2,
which one to put
3.
it on.
Yeah.
Jess is using her feminine charms to win over the Mark and convince him to bet with her money.
You won't let me bet anymore.
No, it's middle. That one.
I'll tell you which one.
Loser, you got some money?
Cool, yeah,
Anyone else got some money?
Oh,
You got to pay, you got to stay. Yeah, your bet?
Great, our Mark is going to play with Jess's money.
Okay, look, watch. Look, watch. 1, 2, 3. That's all I'm doing.
That one there.
That's simple.
Yeah, easy.
Hang on. Is she helping you out? Because I said no one bets from you.
With Jess's help, the Mark is now a winner.
Shall I give it straight to your girlfriend? Seriously?
I got
some money on your own.
Next bet. Go on.
You got some money on you. If you're going to stay, you're going to have to pay. You got some money?
Yeah, come on.
Get your money out. 50. I'll take it 50.
Alex and Jess have hooked him in, and now he's going to play with his own money, £50.
Ready? You ready? I'm going to do it nice and slow. Keep your eye on the middle one, yeah? That's all you got to keep your eye on. That one there, because that one, that's a loser, right? This one, that's a loser, all right? Look.
Now it's time for Paul's part in the scam. While Alex turns away to cough, Paul switches two of the discs, apparently moving the spotted disc back to the middle. Our Mark thinks Paul is trying to trick Alex, but in fact, it's all part of the bigger scam to convince the Mark to bet. And it works perfectly.
I'll take it on the middle.
Everybody else joins in and bets as well, so our Mark won't feel so bad when he loses.
Yeah. Half of you are right, okay? But all of you are wrong. Please. Thank you.
saw people winning money, you just kind of think, oh, well, I'll have a piece of that. You just kind of thought, it's definitely the one in the middle, it had to be. I thought this guy's giving it away or something. It was like, so easy. You can't win at this game. You know, the guy's an expert. They're all experts, just stay away. I was blagged, big time, big time.
We each have different roles, and they're all very different. I'm the operator, I handle the discs, and ultimately I'm the one who's going to have to do the sleight of hand moment. Jessie is used as a decoy and as a roper. She gets the mark in, she gets him to the right position, which is right at the front of your queue. What she does, which is very important in the very beginning, is she gives the mark a taste, a feel of what it's like to win money. So she hands the money over for him to bet it for her. Paul is our general lookout man. He's also responsible for the switch. The mark now thinks that, wow, I've beaten him. I've beaten the Monty man. I can put my money down.
So, what is the secret sleight of hand move behind the Monty scam? Watch closely as Alex throws down the disc with the spot. It looks like it goes on the table, doesn't it? But watch again in slow motion, and you can see that in actual fact, he doesn't throw the spotted disc, but throws the top disc instead, leaving the spotted disc in his hand. Watch again as he does the same with the 3 discs. Again, the top disc goes down on the table. But now he repeats the move to hide the spotted disc whilst apparently showing 2 blank discs. So it's not where you think it is, in the middle, it's actually on the left. Our mark didn't stand a chance.
This is more about deceiving people and getting them to give up property, money or possessions by trick, not by force. It does still occur, and there's still people out there that would fall for that, go up close in a small crowd and fall prey to, one, the trick itself, but more importantly, pickpockets working around them.
Look, if you walk up to a Monty game on the street, you are walking into a den of thieves. Monty is just a way of mugging somebody without letting them know that they got mugged. And if it doesn't work, they'll mug you.
Our sexy swindler Jess has a taste for fine jewellery, but like all hustlers, she's not keen to pay for her expensive tastes. If she really was dishonest, this is how she could have got her hands on that necklace for absolutely nothing, with the help of accomplices Alex and Paul. This is the jewellery shop scam.
In the jewellery shop scam, we all have different parts to play. They're quite important parts. Myself and Paul play police officers, and Jessica plays a customer who enters the shop looking to buy a piece of jewellery.
It's sort of a double bluff because halfway through the hit, the police come in, played by Alex and Paul, and the shop staff think that the police have intercepted a thief, played by myself, but in actual fact, the con's still in full swing.
The hustlers have selected a small high street jeweller's as the perfect place to stage this scam. Unbeknown to the shop staff, our hidden cameras have been placed inside to cover the following action. Jess enters the shop first, looking well dressed and respectable.
Hi. God, so cold. I'm looking for a necklace.
She approaches the counter and talks to the staff about wanting to buy a new necklace.
Silver. Definitely.
Alex comes into the shop shortly after. He is apparently just another browsing shopper. And where's the third member of our team? Paul is outside ready to step in on cue.
Got a nice one here.
After some browsing, they show Jess a necklace that takes her fancy.
That's the sort of length.
Yeah, this is quite a nice one.
How much is this one?
It's quite expensive, actually.
Oh.
624.
Yeah, that's really pretty.
The necklace is worth around £600, which is a suitable bit of swag for this scam. Jess seems happy with the choice and says she'll buy it.
1, 2, 3, 4, 600. 1, 2, 3, 4.
As she finishes counting the notes, Alex swoops in.
Okay, stop there, police.
What?
Walthamstow Police. Tracy, I'm placing you under arrest for deception and fraud. Leave that money on the counter. Please let my colleague in, please.
Flashing the fake police badge, he arrests Jess for passing counterfeit money. Will the shopkeepers buy his act?
We've been following her all day. There's been counterfeit cash. She's been passing it off for jewellers.
Can I have a look?
Yeah, go ahead.
The shocked shopkeepers have bought his line and the hook and sinker too. The hustlers insist the cash is forged and must be bagged as evidence. In fact, it's the gang's own hustle bankroll and is actually not forged at all.
We'll go in for evidence for her. I'm afraid that's part of the evidence as well now. You will get it back, obviously.
And there it is. Alex, the fake copper, has convinced the shopkeeper to bag up the £600 necklace as well.
Actually, just pop that in here. Thank you.
It's all going to plan. With the necklace bagged, the scam is complete. Our team of hustlers have cleverly choreographed a theft worth £600 from right under their noses.
Bitch, you could have cost me my job, you know that?
Beatrice.
The hustlers leave the shop claiming to be off to the police station.
OK. I'll be back in an hour. I'm going to take a full statement from you, because obviously it'll go down as evidence for her, yeah?
Had this been a real scam, it would have been the last time the shopkeepers ever saw their expensive necklace. And just how convinced was the shopkeeper by our fake coppers?
The lady we dealt with was so shocked that that happened to her, and in a way she was so relieved that we had prevented Jessie from virtually robbing the store that she completely put aside all her fears that we might not be genuine police officers.
So you're saying to me, what if all three of them were in on that? They'd have had me. They'd have had me then.
The best way people can guard against this scam is to always make sure people are who they say they are. If a police officer is genuine, then he'd be willing to show you identification, phone numbers that you can ring to confirm. They will prove who they say they are.
A proposition bet, everybody knows a proposition bet. It's basically, I can bet you I can do something. Will you bet against me that I can or cannot do this? You're talking about something that sounds absolutely impossible to do. So most people will tell you, well, there's no way that can be done. But if you turn to them and say, yes, there is a way that can be done, by this time, they're so curious just to see how this is going to work that usually they'll just pay a £5 just to see what happens.
A proposition bet is a great way to hustle a few free drinks and a meal.
And a few free drinks is exactly what Jess is after. And she spotted her Mark sitting on his own at the bar.
Hi. Thank you.
The Mark doesn't realise our secret cameras are covering his every move.
One always looks at me weird whenever I order a pint. I expect me to order a glass of wine or something, probably, don't you?
That's good.
Sorry, I'm Jessica. What's your name? Andy.
Andy, yeah.
Andy. Everyone there thinks I'm so weird for drinking pints, but I can down a pint before a guy can down a shot. And everyone always laughs at me, but I really, really can.
Walking down a shot, you could down a pint.
Why are you laughing?
That's rubbish, because you can.
I can. You don't think I can?
Of course you can't.
You don't think I can do it?
It's a shot and a pint. I can do that with a.
Okay.
Okay.
I'll tell you what, we'll get 3 pints in. I'll get you 3 shots in. I really can, and I bet I can have my 3 pints before you can have your 3 shots.
All right, fine.
I really can. Okay, is there a bar lady?
All right.
Excuse me. Thank you. Okay, well, if you really don't think I can do it, I'll tell you what, we'll make it more interesting. Have you got any money on you? You've got some money. How much money have you got on you?
20, 30, got 10.
Right, have you got a tenner?
Yeah.
Okay, get your tenner out.
You're
You
serious,
see, you don't think I can do this.
Okay.
Yeah, I've got a tenner. Put your money where your mouth is. There you go. You don't think I can do it, but you're a tenner that I can. Okay. Right. When I say go, you start. You don't touch my glasses, though. I don't touch your glasses. It's the only rule. When I say go, we start. Let me just finish this. You ready?
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, go. Now you see, I said I can't touch your glasses, you can't touch my glasses. So, thank you very much. Andy's paying for the drinks. Thank you very much. It's lovely to meet you.
Lovely, yeah.
Thank you.
Layers. Thanks.
And so the Mark's been conned from the first moment he took on the mad bet. The free drinks were always heading the hustler's way. Cheers. Con artists are constantly finding new ways to swindle us out of our money, but in an age of technology, their methods are growing increasingly complex and clever. British businesses are experiencing a growing wave of so-called cybercrime, both from insiders and organised high-tech crime gangs.
In April 2005, a gang targeted a Japanese bank in London. They were trying to steal £220 million by infiltrating the bank dressed as cleaning staff and using computer bugging devices to get information out of the bank that they could then make use of.
A simple device called a keylogger can be planted inside any keyboard. That keylogger is basically just a very small device that records every single keystroke that happens on that keyboard. Every time you press a button, that gets recorded.
This actually communicates the information either directly by somebody putting a device on and removing it secretly, or by having the information transmitted via cellular or Bluetooth signals to another source. If there are any holes in the system, hustlers will find it and they'll use it.
Today, the hustlers are going to show how the keylogger scam can be used by criminals in order to warn you of its dangers. The hustlers make their way to an office in the city, which they have pinpointed for their hit. This is a team scam. First, Jess must access the office by dressing as a member of the cleaning staff, whilst Alex and Paul move off to set up base around the corner. Now inside, Jess poses as a cleaner, tidying the office before the start of the working day. But amongst her cloths and polish, she is carrying the hustler's rigged keyboard, complete with onboard wireless keylogger. Jess scouts the office for a matching keyboard. Now a match has been found, she swaps the original for the keyboard fitted with the device. With the new keyboard in place, her job is done. Back in the van, the hustlers wait for the Mark to log on to her office computer before making their next move. Our secret cameras are in place in the office and the Mark has arrived at her desk. With the keylogger fully operational, Alex makes a call to her phone posing as a representative from her bank.
Hello, Buchanan speaking.
Hi there, is that...
It is now his aim to get the Mark to log on to her internet bank using the key-logged PC so that they are able to steal all her details and gain access for themselves. Paul is picking up the information on his laptop.
We're doing a quick security call to most of our customers. Is it all right to take 2 minutes up of your time?
Sure, no problem.
Without revealing your password, could you please give me the first and the third letters of your password?
No, I'd rather not do that.
However, the Mark is a savvy lady. She is questioning Alex. Does she think this is a scam?
Sorry, what do you want to know this for?
It's a security call that we're putting to our customers.
Unluckily for her, it is a scam, but she can't see how it's working. Alex doesn't need her to tell him the information over the phone. Everything he needs to know, she will be sending obliviously through the keyboard.
And all we're doing is just a security precaution, letting customers know to go online and check their accounts for any irregular activity. And we're also advising that customers change their passwords on their online accounts.
Okay, fine, I'll do that later.
However uncertain our Mark is, she is taking the measure of checking her internet bank anyway. After all, what harm can it do? Now, completely unwittingly, she really is playing into the hustler's hands.
That looks like a password to me.
Great. The mark has typed in all her account details, changed her password, and now the hustlers have all this information. The keylogger has certainly done its trick, and our team now have the key to her bank account. Obviously, our hustlers aren't really going to raid her account, but others haven't fared so well.
I didn't really know anything until the event was really over, because the bank phoned me and told me that someone had been making transfers from the account. In monetary sums, I had the first two payments of just about £4,000 each that were taking out. You feel that if your money's in the bank, it's safe, and clearly mine wasn't very safe.
If your front doorbell goes and you go to answer it and the person standing there says, "Hello, I'm from your bank. Can you please give me all your security information and your passwords?" You just wouldn't do it. So if somebody phones you up or sends you an email asking for it, you shouldn't do it in that situation either. Find out what their head office number is, their switchboard number is, through either your bank statement or card statement, and phone them back so that you know that the person you're talking to is genuinely from your bank.
Well, pickpocketing has been around as long as pockets. It's one of the... Come on.
It's all based on body language, body movement, and there's something quite balletic, it's like a dance.
If you see a real expert at work, it's almost like watching magic, but it is theft, and if you've ever lost your wallet to pickpocket, you'll know that as cool as it might be, it's a pretty nasty thing to happen to you.
This next pickpocket scam has been reported to be on the rise in major UK cities. Watch out for it. It's the mustard dip. Keep your eye on this guy in the black coat.
Oh, excuse me, mate. You seem to have stuff on the back of your
I've got some
thing just
tissues
there.
if you... I'm sorry, I don't want to make it worse. It might be better if you just take your jacket
Oh,
off.
don't worry. I'll just take it in there.
I don't know what it is.
Yeah.
It's all down the back, just
It's
there.
all...
I've got some more
Just,
tissues you can... Sorry.
It's all right.
Okay.
Bye.
If you've got your money in your jacket pocket, for instance, and you haven't made a provision as to put it anywhere else, and you've got £2,000, for instance, in your jacket pocket, and someone sprays something on your back, you look at them, you put your hand on your wallet, and you keep walking. You don't stop for them.
The flat rental scam is an excellent example of a group of hustlers selling something that just doesn't belong to them. It looks completely legitimate. You dress like an estate agent, you walk the walk, you talk the talk, everything has to look good.
I do have a personal acquaintance of mine that has performed the rental scam quite successfully. I think on one occasion he managed to sell a house 3 times within a week. The house didn't belong to him, it belonged to a friend of his. Did go to jail for it. It's one thing you've got to remember.
Con artists can obtain access to empty flats through dubious friends who work for estate agents, by acting as freelance flat sitters, or just good old-fashioned breaking and entering. Our hustlers are going to try and rent out this flat which they have been advertising on the internet. They're about to meet a wannabe tenant. Can they convince her to put down a deposit? Alex is playing the part of a letting agent, and Jess is pretending to be someone who has just viewed the property. Even before Alex meets the mark, the deception has already begun.
Okay, excuse me for one moment. Amber?
Yes.
You're Amber. Hi, nice to meet you. I'm Roy and Candice. Nice to meet you. I'm Roy. You just give me 1 second. If you want to give me a call, give you a card.
Oh, thank you.
All right?
Thank you.
Okay.
Well, it's lovely to meet you.
Good to meet
anyway.
you too.
You take care.
Hi.
Now.
Come with me. Hello.
As Jess leaves, her part in the scam already over, Alex leads the potential tenants into the flat.
So come in. Okay, if you'd like to have a look at the bedroom. You can see it's quite good size. There we go. Abigail's dream. Have a look at it. We've got fridge, freezer.
So how much, what is it a week?
It is $7.50 a month.
The tenant seems interested, but they need to gently put on the pressure. Time for a phone call from Paul, pretending to be another keen tenant.
It doesn't include the, excuse me, it doesn't also include the council tax, but that's £61 a month, which is pretty good. Excuse me, I must take this. Hello?
Hi, is that Roy? Roy, it's Paul Wilson. I saw the flat earlier.
Oh, yes, you did. If you are looking at a deposit, it will have to be today.
Could you hold the flat for me?
I can't hold it now. I've got people here now, and obviously they have first choice. But if you give me a call, it's going to be, I'm going to be finished in about 5-10 minutes, by about 8 o'clock. I'll give you a call straight back. Okay, thanks. Good?
Yeah.
You like it?
Yeah.
Have a seat. Have you got anything put down today?
I do have a little bit of cash on me, and I have a checkbook.
Okay. How much cash have you got with you?
£100, would that be okay?
We could do £100 cash and $150 check. That'd be fine. Yeah? Yeah. So have you got the cash?
Great, they've convinced her. She's going for it, putting down a deposit on a flat that the guys don't even own.
Yeah, I'll give you something to write on. And here's a pen.
The cheque will now be cashed quickly at a high street pawnbroker before she realises it's a scam.
That's fantastic. Took a while, but we got it. The things to look out for so that you don't fall for the scam is background checks on the estate agent. Go to their offices. It's very difficult for hustlers to set up a whole office just for the rental scam. Another thing, if there's any suspicion that you have about something not quite sounding right, don't hand over any money, no matter how desperate you are to put down a deposit. Just be aware of these things and you'll be safe.
And so our hustlers have finished their travels around the UK for this week. They've played Monty at the seaside, ripped off a jeweller for £600, hacked a computer and rented out a flat that wasn't even theirs. Don't worry though, all the people they scammed got their money back. Just remember the rule of the real hustle. If it sounds too good to be true, it probably is. Our first scam involves bogus postal services who con people out of money for goods they didn't even order.
The postal scam is a really simple way for a group of cheats to raise some easy money. They come to your door dressed as a postman or as a delivery driver. They have a package from some company somewhere that has an extra charge. It may be for postage, it may be cash on delivery, but whatever that charge is, that's pure profit in the cheat's pocket.
We're all preconditioned to react in certain ways. It's what is called social compliance. We look at the uniform, we don't question what that man does. All we see is a postman.
Our hustlers have filled these parcels with cheap second-hand books. They've printed labels with names and addresses found on the internet and are about to discover just how many people will pay to find out what's in the mystery parcel. Paul is wearing a tie containing a concealed camera.
Alex, are you getting a signal?
Yeah, good picture.
He's got his homemade fake ID and he's wearing the all-important fake uniform.
Delivery.
He approaches the door of his first target.
Oh yeah. Delivery for Linda Curtis. Yeah, confident, that's fine. Yeah.
This man is about to become the victim of a scam. He is now the mark.
This little thing here, there's a £20 charge on that as well, please. £20 charge, yeah? £20, that's duty, VAT. All right.
Amazing. The mark says he's happy to sign and goes to fetch some cash.
Has he got a receipt for that by chance? You can, if you call the number on there, they'll send you a receipt or they'll email one to you.
Another lie from Paul. He's given the mark a phone number to call for a receipt, but if he calls that number, all he'll get is a large bill. It's a premium rate line, which goes straight into the hustler's pockets. So Paul made £20 on his first delivery of worthless books. Can he continue his winning streak at this block of apartments? This mark is not answering the door, but Alex and Jess are on hand and may be able to solve the problem.
Either no one's home or the bell's not working. Can you get that guy's number?
Yeah, I can download it.
Paul? Oh, is that it? I'm going to text you this guy's number.
Hi, is this 1 Allingham Court? Hi, this is Rob Marks. I'm downstairs for TRH deliveries. I have a package for you. I don't think your buzzer's working.
Calling the Mark's home phone number does the trick. The Mark answers the door.
Hi, sorry about that.
I haven't got 20 quid on there.
Is the check okay?
Unfortunately, the man doesn't have the cash. Again, no problem for our hustlers. They are just as happy to take a check.
20 quid, mate.
Make it up to TRH.
TRH.
They really hustle. They really run around. Okay, that's it. I need you to sign here. That's okay.
This is all above board.
I would hope so.
Clearly, it's not above board. The Mark's been had. Having got his total up to £40, Paul moves on and steps up the scam a few notches. It's not just individuals who fall foul of the postal scam. Many businesses are being targeted too. Paul casually walks into the office of this small company.
Anthony Owen. And there's a £40 charge on that as well.
He's getting cocky now and asking for £40. Surely she's not going to fall for that.
It's fine, I'm only covering this desk at the moment, so...
Thank you.
Oh yes, she is. Unbelievably, she hands the cash straight over. In just a couple of hours, Paul has made £80.
If somebody comes to the door with a package that you can't pay for or that you're at all suspicious about, simply keep the package and tell them to bill you. That way, if they're legitimate, they should have a system in place where they can send you an invoice.
Anytime somebody knocks on your door, you don't know who they are, and they're unexpected, if they ask for money, don't give it. Proposition bets can be seen as the acceptable face of con games. It's a bet that's usually only got one outcome. Groups of people are ideal for proposition bets, anywhere where groups of people gather. Because if you put a proposition bet out and there's 5 or 6 people there, you're guaranteed to have 1 or 2 takers.
Alex has gathered 5 or 6 people around in order to put his latest proposition bet into play. Our cameras are hidden around the pub to capture the action.
We need 2 shot glasses.
2 shot glasses.
Some whiskey.
Whiskey.
That's great. I'm going to fill that up. And some water. Have you got some water?
Yeah, sure.
OK.
There you go.
All right.
Thank you.
We'll fill that up to the brim there. This is the bet. OK. The idea is to get the whiskey into the water glass and the water into the whiskey glass. But you can't use an extra glass, you can't use a straw, and you can't use your mouth. All right? But it can be done. How much money you got on you? Have you got anything? Look.
A tenner.
I'll bet.
A tenner? Oh, you're on. I am going to use something. I'm going to use my driver's license. No holes in the driver's license. Okay, look. Driver's license goes on top of the whiskey. There you go. And they're changing.
Amazingly, the whiskey and water are actually swapping glasses. With the whiskey and water completely swapped, Alex has won his bet and is a tenner richer.
Making the whiskey and the water change glasses is quite an interesting one. It's just pure physics. It's density. The water is heavier than the whiskey. So when you turn the glasses upside down, the water forces itself into the whiskey glass, thus making the whiskey shoot up into the water glass. And that's exactly how it works.
With odds of 14 million to 1 against winning a jackpot, the chances of hitting the big time on the National Lottery are almost non-existent. But the chance of a mark winning against our team of hustlers in this next scam are even less. This is the lottery scam.
In the lottery scam, we convinced the mark to purchase a worthless forged lottery ticket.
The lottery scam is a beautiful example of an age-old con game applied to modern times, where you literally offer someone a golden ticket, where if you buy this, you can make a lot of money for a lot less.
Jess, Alex and Paul have picked out a popular bar as a place to find a wealthy mark for their scam. With our secret cameras at the ready, the hustlers can strike. A man sitting on his own has been targeted. Paul has taken up position behind him, and Alex is standing by with the fake lottery ticket. The hustlers are preparing the hook.
Sorry, you look just like one of my ex-boyfriends. He's called Marcus. It's so strange. When I saw you, I was like, hi. It's so strange. You look just like him.
I'm not sure if that's a good or a bad thing.
No, it's good. No, it's good. I promise you.
Now the mark is putty in Jess's hands. Our hustler Paul, who's been listening from the next table, cues his colleague Alex to go in for the big pitch. Alex is playing the role of a Bulgarian builder who's a friend of Jess's and has come to meet her.
Yesterday, I found out that I won £2,800 on the lottery.
No!
Yes, I get 5 numbers. I cannot believe it. I cannot believe it. I call everyone. Tomorrow I'm going back home to Bulgaria.
What a great way to end your last day there.
I know, isn't it great? Look at that. It's fantastic.
So, over the course of 5 minutes, Alex has sold the lie that he's a foreigner with a winning lottery ticket. Now he needs to convince the mark to buy it off him. It's time to reveal the bait.
You don't work for the police, or anything?
No.
Okay. No, it's not a joke. It sounds like, you know, that my work permit is finished 3 months ago, and when I check the number, I find out that you have to go with the ID. Like if they see my ID, I'm worried that they maybe see the...
Well, do you want me to cash it for you then?
I thought maybe if you have the cash. Sorry, it's a financial conversation. For
the whole of it?
Yeah, do you have it?
Do I have £2,800?
I know it's
15 minutes ago, the stranger was having a quiet drink on his own. Now 2 hustlers have sat down at his table and started chatting about a winning lottery ticket. It's a weird situation, but he's definitely intrigued.
Find anyone who's got...
Look, I will take less if somebody helps me out. You know, I know you maybe less money and you keep some money for yourself. I don't know, 1,000 or something.
Now that Alex has said he'd accept £1,000 for the ticket, he gets up to leave the table. As planned, he's left Jess clear to play the next part of the scam, the all-important phone call to the lotto results line.
I haven't seen someone happy for ages.
Alex has told the mark the ticket has 5 correct numbers and is worth £2,800. But there's a surprise in store when the numbers are confirmed.
And the bonus, 28. What? He's got 28. What? He's got 28. That's the bonus ball. Oh my God.
Are you shitting me?
No!
Hang on. 100 grand,
Jess tells the mark there's been a mistake and the ticket actually has 5 numbers plus the bonus ball, which is a much bigger prize than 5 numbers alone. The mark is then given the opportunity to confirm the numbers for himself. These are the numbers on the ticket. The mark is now hearing the actual numbers drawn in the lottery.
Numbers 19, 25, 32, 47, 48, 49, and the bonus 28. Matching 3 numbers wins £10. 4 numbers wins £96. 5 numbers wins £2,839. Matching 5 numbers plus the bonus wins £121,522.
£121.
Really?
Now the mark thinks that the ticket is worth over 100,000 and not the 2,800 Alex told him initially. This is the key to the whole con. The fish has bitten, it's time to reel him in.
I want to buy it off him.
That's harsh.
Yeah, but no, but you don't know him very well though, do you?
So?
No, he's always scrounging on top of them. That's why I'm not bothered at all. Oh my God.
Jess has planted the seed. She wants to buy the winning ticket for £1,000, and she needs someone to go halves with her.
Rosie's a bit cheeky though, it's like nearly £3 grand and it's 500 quid, but...
Do you have a friend maybe who can...
I don't know, I mean, could you get some money out maybe?
She practically forces him in as a partner in ripping off Alex the foreigner. In fact, he's the one about to be ripped off.
Big mess. Yeah. A big mess for me, but...
Well, I can nip out and get some cash as the cash machine. Do you want to come out and...
I'll have a look with you. I trust you. Your name is?
Danny.
Danny, okay, no problem.
Finally, the Mark agrees to at least go to the cash point with Jess. But will he really stump up the money, or will he give her the slip? The hustlers wait nervously to see if the sting will fail or succeed.
I'll give you a minute.
After 10 minutes, the Mark has returned. But is he bearing the cash?
500, you got 500.
Okay?
Yeah?
Bingo. With the Mark's £500 cash now in Alex's possession, the scam has succeeded, and the Mark is left with a worthless lottery ticket for his money. Game, set, and match to the hustlers.
The lottery scam works because the Mark, the person who's going to be conned, essentially thinks they're going to make X amount of money, and that's a pretty good deal for them. And they're thinking, well, maybe I should, maybe I shouldn't, whatever. But then they find out, actually, as long as they're prepared to lie and keep quiet about one element, then they stand to make far more money than that. So in terms of the psychology, you've anchored them at a certain profit, and then suddenly they find out, actually, they could be sitting on an absolute fortune. And that just appeals to their sense of greed. That's why it's such a fantastic scam.
Our hustlers are at the airport, but it isn't a holiday that they've got in mind. Today they are here to pull off a scam for our hidden cameras that first hit the headlines in the UK 3 years ago. A scam which involves an X-ray machine, a laptop, and some clever choreography.
Every year in the UK, over 34,000 laptops are stolen. And about 10% of that happens in airports, which means every year 3,500 laptops are stolen in airports.
Paul and Alex are moving through the airport, on the lookout for someone carrying a laptop bag just like their own. Alex spots a likely looking Mark and gives the signal to Paul to note the selected target. They plan to substitute their own bag or ringer for the victim's one. They move in, closely trailing the Mark as he passes through the terminal on his way to join the queue for the X-ray machine. Over at the X-ray area, our hidden cameras look on as the travellers pass through security. Paul passes through the metal detector and starts to gather his belongings. Meanwhile, Alex passes through the metal detector, but he sets off the alarm, so the security staff check his pockets before he can move on. Whilst Alex is being searched, Paul gathers his stuff and leaves. Now Alex is through, our Mark passes through the detector, collects his laptop, and he's away. So where's the scam? If we watch the sequence again, we can see what has happened. Paul is carrying a laptop bag which he puts through the X-ray machine along with his coat. He then walks through the metal detector and is all clear. On the other side, he moves his laptop bag down to the end of the conveyor belt. At this point, Alex passes through the gate and deliberately sets off the security alarm by carrying lots of metal items in his pocket. On the other side of the machine, the Mark has already put his laptop onto the belt, but he cannot yet pass through the gate to collect it because Alex is still being searched. Paul casually puts on his coat and waits for the Mark's laptop to come out of the X-ray machine. The Mark's laptop is out of his eyeshot and his reach, which now gives Paul the opportunity to grab it. Note that Paul has left his bogus laptop bag or ringer on the conveyor belt. The Mark picks up the ringer and continues on his way. By the time he discovers his misfortune, it'll be too late.
It's essential when going through any kind of security checkpoint. Make sure you keep your eye on it. Don't be diverted from it. So if anybody else happens to get control of it, you can call someone's attention and they can stop them for you. But always keep your eye on your goods. Never be distracted.
Too many times people go and sit in a cafe, put their bag over the back of the chair. You think you know it's there, but you can't see it and you can't feel it. That's not a very good position for anything that's valuable for you.
Our next scam, the window tap. This pickpocket technique requires our two hustlers, Jess and Paul, to work in tandem. The target's a lone mark in a cafe, and Paul is sat just behind her. Jess is approaching on the street outside. She stops to get the mark's attention with a question.
What time is?
With the mark distracted, Paul lifts a bag and heads straight out the door. The mark returns to her phone conversation and hasn't even noticed. The obvious point to remember here is, always keep your bag in sight. Some scams work simply because we are ready to fall for them. This next scam is one of the most common, and you will probably know someone who has been taken in by it. This is the bogus agency scam. Our hustlers have rented out an empty office space, which they've rigged up with concealed cameras to show us how the bogus agency scam works. They've called their fake agency TRH Casting, and are holding auditions to look for some of Britain's undiscovered musical talent.
The bogus agency scam is one of those really dreadful con games that plays on people's hopes and dreams. And in this case, you pick somebody out who's looking to be a star, and you give them the opportunity that they've always dreamed about, and you use that to extract as much money as you can.
The hustlers have invited some wannabes to the TRH casting office. Their challenge is to seduce each of them into parting with £500. Paul is posing as the agent. After introducing himself, he launches into his sales pitch.
Not easy. We're scouring right now looking for new talent. What we're looking for is people with a good voice. So what they're looking for is people with legs, people who look like they're going to grow.
Oh, it seems very promising.
Paul cunningly sows the seed that money might have to be handed over.
So what we're trying to do is find people that are willing to move forward, invest in themselves. I mean, are you ready to invest in yourself? If you're willing to invest in yourselves, you know, they think they can market and take for it. Hello. Oh, Jess. How are you? Thanks for coming in.
As if the victims weren't already intrigued, it's time for the hustlers to introduce their first convincer. Jess enters the scene posing as a successful agency client. Her job will be to persuade the mark what a great service the agency provides and what an amazing demo tape could be theirs if they sign up.
It's brilliant. The producer's fantastic. You get to put like 3 songs on, like you're there for the whole day and it's fantastic. They organised everything for me and the producer was fantastic. Oh God, it was so good. I had the best day ever. On and off, really.
There you go.
Thank you.
Do me a favour, don't let anyone listen to that for the next week.
Okay.
Keep it for yourself.
I wasn't gonna.
You're going to be very, very happy. I'd love for you to let me have a look at that, but right now we've got Francis Abagnale, who's an A&R guy. Would you mind if I brought him in? Let him hear this as well?
No.
Now comes convincer number 2. Alex is posing as a record industry hotshot, here to listen to them sing. The story is, if they impress Alex, they may well get a lucrative recording contract. In fact, this is just another lie.
Okay. What are we going to hear?
I'm going to sing a little bit of Whitney Houston, I Will Always Love You.
Okay.
Bittersweet memories, that is all I'm taking with me.
Wow. That's a great voice.
Thank you.
She's got a lot of talent, and our hustlers seem really impressed. But what will they make of the next guy?
I'll be the one to tuck you in at night, and if you wanna leave, I can guarantee you won't find nobody else like me.
Very nice. Very good.
They seem to love this performance too. And what about our final duo?
That girl who showed me that love is truly blind, that love is truly blind.
Great, guys. That's great.
Yep, they're still bowled over, proving that a performance of any standard would get exactly the same reaction from our hustlers every time.
Okay.
Alex makes his exit and leaves Paul in the room to seal the deal.
Never happened. I have never seen Francis Abagnale tell somebody he wants them.
Really?
Now the marks have been suitably buttered up, it's time to hit them for the money. First, the duo of brothers.
I'm willing to put in £1,000. Are you willing to put in 500?
Yeah, 500. Yeah.
They're keen to part with their cash. And when presented with a contract not even worth the paper it's written on, they're quick to sign up and write down their credit card details. Next, our solo male. How will he respond?
Considering yesterday I was considering going back to work on Friday to drive my truck.
Yeah.
And now I'm thinking about getting £500 together so I can get a demo tape to, a demo CDs.
He seems pretty unsure. Looks like Paul has his work cut out. How will our final mark take it? She has a few questions.
Will I get copyright?
Absolutely. We will continue to own copyright. That's if we want to move forward, if you get a deal that really, really works for you, I would be willing to pay, it's £1,500 for the recording time in a studio. I will pay 1,000 of that. That's my investment in you. You will still own your own material.
Paul hits her with one final push.
I'd like to make you part of this. Do you want to do this? Is this something you'd be interested in?
Well, I've got to grab it with both hands. Right?
I think you've got to grab it with both hands and jump in. Do you have a credit card or anything like that?
I do, yes.
Thinking she might be missing out on the opportunity of a lifetime, she buckles under the pressure. And back to our truck driver. What has he decided? He's fallen for Paul's clever seduction techniques too, and finally puts pen to paper. Job done. The hustlers are now £1,500 richer. Not bad for just a morning's work. In the real world, bogus agents will set up their offices, stay for a month to swindle as much cash as they possibly can, and then move on without a trace. So, how did they feel when we revealed to them that 3 hustlers had just taken them for a ride?
They take vulnerable people and they just take the piss. That's what I think. Sorry if I'm not allowed to swear, but yeah. I just think they're utter arseholes for doing that to people.
The talent agency scams have become much more prevalent recently because of X Factor, Pop Idol. Everybody wants to be a star, and those programs have made it quite visible that you can become a star. So the talent agency scammers are tapping into that current fascination with becoming a star quite quickly. So they charge you an upfront fee, and you'll hear nothing.
So, our swindlers have wrapped up the cons for this week. They've delivered fake parcels, lifted a laptop at the airport, sold a fake lottery ticket in the pub, and duped some wannabe pop stars in their makeshift agency. Don't worry though, all the members of the public they scammed got their money back. Just remember the rule of the real hustle. If it sounds too good to be true, it probably is. Today, the hustlers are down at the White Cliffs of Dover to show our secret cameras a very devious scam. Jess, Paul and Alex are undertaking a high-risk, high-reward hustle, and their targets are booze cruisers who come off the ferry from France. This is the Customs Sea Scam.
Uniform in this situation is a very powerful tool. The reason for that is if you do stick a customs uniform on, and speak with any sense of authority, people are very unlikely to question you. People are very unlikely to start asking for ID and how do I know what you're telling me is true. All that just goes out the window. They just do what they're told.
And that's why the penalty for impersonating a customs officer is so high. It's up to a year imprisonment, so you shouldn't have been naughty boys.
Alex and Paul have pulled into a residential area to do some custom modding to their white van. Due to the dangerous nature of this hustle, they want as few people as possible to see them in their fake customs uniforms. Meanwhile, Jess is acting as their lookout and is scouting for a mark in a car loaded up with booze and any police or real customs officers on the prowl. Jess spots a good hit and calls Paul with the details of the car.
Jess.
Yeah, I've got the mark, it's a silver Polo.
Okay.
The hustle is on. They find the target and trail it for a while, making sure they find a quiet spot away from the port and its authorities before pulling them over. The car they've picked out has a visible load of booze in the back. But as Alex and Paul drive past, they get a pleasant surprise. The car contains 4 nervous-looking lads, top of the hit list of customs suspects. Alex and Paul step out of the van. In their uniforms, they look the genuine article, but they'll need to do this by the book to be believed. Remember, our hustlers are playing out this con in full public view. At any moment, they could be caught out by the real authorities. The clock is on.
Okay. So ask everybody inside to get some form of ID, passport, driver's license, just step outside the vehicle. Thank you.
Our hustlers understand how customs officials think, and Alex has spotted that 4 likely lads in a booze-filled car were probably stopped by the French authorities first. Alex puts his cards on the table and takes a risk.
And we've been radioed over from Calais. You just come from Calais, yeah?
Yeah.
You were stopped there, I believe, yeah? Customs had a look at you there?
Just said wherever you came from.
Okay.
Said we've been shopping.
All right, they just asked you a few questions there.
It's paid off. He's absolutely right, and the hustler's cover is now backed up even further.
My colleague and I are going to have a look in the car. Is there anything you want to declare to us now before we do that?
The guys aren't putting up any kind of fight.
Yeah, Oscar.
All right, anything on you shouldn't have? Go ahead. All right.
Volkswagen Polo.
And if they weren't totally convinced, they will be now. Jess radios through and reads out their car registration number for all to hear. It's another slick operation from our trio, and the boys don't stand a chance of seeing through it.
Could you line up over here, please, lad? Thank you. Nothing sharp in here. I don't want to find out the hard way. No?
No, I don't
Okay.
think so.
Okay.
Paul lines up the lads like a bunch of naughty schoolboys. Looking defeated and doing exactly as they're told, now is the perfect time for our hustlers to strike for the swag. Alex delivers the bad news.
All right. Customs have got reason to believe that these goods are intended for commercial use, okay? We have to confiscate these goods, we have to impound these goods and take them to a holding warehouse, okay? What you have to do now is you go back down to customs house, we'll give you the directions, exactly where to go, yeah? There, some officers are going to ask you a few questions. Once they're satisfied that these goods are for personal use, they'll direct you to the warehouse where you can pick them up, okay? Understood? Yeah? All right, we need to get all that stuff out and into the back of that van in front of you, okay?
Quickly now.
So, our hustlers have seized the goods, and to add insult to injury, they've even got the lads doing all the fetching and carrying. It's amazing what a uniform can do, but they need to get a move on and shift them all into the back of the van as soon as possible. The boys have managed to put an enormous amount of booze into their car, and this is taking longer than the hustlers expected. They're running the risk of being caught red-handed at any time. Finally, the last bottles are loaded in, and the hustlers are relieved to have escaped the eyes of the law. You'd think taking hundreds of pounds from right under someone's nose would be a little harder than this.
Go down there now, they should be able to process you very quickly, so the sooner you do it, the sooner you get your stuff back, yeah?
But because they think they're getting their goods back later that day, the boys don't see too much of a problem. They think they're being inconvenienced. When in reality, they're being blatantly robbed. Oh dear, lads, you've been well and truly had.
In everyday life, we simply haven't got time to check out every assumption we're making all of the time. So if we see someone in uniform, if we see someone in a police uniform, we assume it's a policeman. So uniforms are kind of shortcuts. They allow us to make assumptions about people. And once we've made that assumption, then normally the person in the uniform is in some kind of position of power to ask us for money, to ask us to do something, whatever. And so we tend to just go along with that. It's an assumption we make. Like most assumptions, most of the time it's true. In the con game, it's used to fleece us.
Incredibly believable, and I was petrified. I didn't know what to do.
I just thought they were absolute bastards, and I was just like, what are you doing? And the fact that we had to carry all the booze into the van was just gutting.
We know where customs officers work. They work at the port of entry, or they'll have some sort of official documentation. And if they're not at the port, if they're not in the environment where you would expect them, then make that phone call to the local customs office to check out who they are.
Our hustlers have come to a pool hall for a few games, but there's no time out from scamming. They're here to hustle some quick cash out of the local punters with a pool proposition bet.
A proposition bet, everybody knows a proposition bet. It's basically, I can bet you I can do something. Will you bet against me that I can or cannot do this?
I think the best kind are the ones where there's a secret at work that the victim isn't aware of. Like when you're in a pool room and you suggest that you can push a ball down so it goes further than they can. No matter how hard they try, they can't get it as far as you because they don't know the secret.
Paul's found someone who's up for a challenge.
Step up, all the way over here. You strong?
Sometimes, sometimes.
Test the strength. Who's stronger, you or me?
All right.
What do you think?
Me.
All right, okay. Let's prove it. You willing to put your money where your mouth is?
Yeah, of course, yeah.
If we were just to take this and throw it down there, you could get it anywhere, right? Just depending on luck.
Yeah.
The test is how far you can get it with one finger on top.
Yeah.
And you got to press it down as hard as you can.
Right.
And whoever gets the furthest is the strongest.
Okay.
That's just one finger. Let me see your finger. I don't know, look about the same to me. So what do you think? How much?
I don't know, fiver. Start.
Fiver? All right, let's see the money.
Let's see your money.
That's fair enough.
There it is.
All right, put it down. How much is in there? What was that?
30 quid or something.
30 quid. Well, look, there's 30 quid. Yeah, there's 30. All right. Fair?
Okay.
30 quid?
Yeah.
You think you're stronger?
Yeah.
All right. Put it up like that. Take your finger. You can go first, okay? Yeah. Press down as hard as you like. Get it as far as you can. I think I can do better.
Double quiz.
Yeah, you've been taken already, mate.
So what happened there? How did Paul manage to thrash the big guy? Both Paul and the mark used the same technique of pressing their fingers down on top of the ball to make it roll from underneath and down the table. When the mark pushes down on the ball, the grip between his finger and the ball causes backspin, which quickly stops it. But watch Paul. Whilst the mark is taking his shot, he slyly licks his finger. By wetting his finger, Paul's contact with the ball is all the more slippery, so there's less friction, and when his finger pushes down, the ball shoots away with no backspin. It seemed to our mark that Paul had the strength of a superhero, but actually all he had was a finger-licking good trick up his sleeve. The thrifty shopper can pick up many bargains at street markets across the country. But if you happen to come across a stall of the kind Alex and Paul are running, you definitely end up with far less than you bargained for. This is the Jam Auction. The Jam Auction is a simple street market rip-off where the customer parts with their cash and gets nothing of value in return. Today, our stall-holding hustlers are trying to demonstrate how easy it is to hook people in with an empty promise. They'll have you believe that if you get involved with their auction, you'll be rewarded with a high-value bargain. In fact, that bargain never materializes, and you'll walk away with less than you started with.
It's a beautiful scam, and it relies on people wanting something for nothing, which of course they don't get.
The carrot that you're dangling in front of the mark is the boxes of really expensive things, items that you have behind you. But obviously you're starting from the cheaper items.
By the time they find out that it isn't a free-for-all, it's way too late.
Alex and Paul have set up their auction and gathered a crowd. Hidden cameras have been placed all around to pick up the action.
You guys have come here for a bargain. Everybody comes here for a bargain. You know, forget the high street, forget the internet. We've got a sale today to promote the market and to promote markets all over the country.
Actually, there is no special promotion for the market. It's a lie to get the crowd gathered round. And soon they've got their punters who are ready to buy the attractive bargain electronics on view.
That's a cosmetic kit. If you went to the high street, you pay a $5 for this. It's got everything.
Paul starts spieling the crowd to get them interested in his auction. He's offering a very cheap deal. And if they need any prompting to part with their money, Jess is in the crowd wearing a hidden camera, and she's ready to make the first purchase if necessary.
What we have here is a gents grooming kit. Now in here you get a pair of toenail clippers, fingernail clippers, you get tweezers. If I gave them both to you for £1, that's the kind of bargain that you're looking for. Alex, give everybody with £1 one of these.
He's selling both a ladies' and a gents' grooming kit together for the grand price of £1.
Now we're here to promote the market today, but we're going to give you the bargain of a lifetime. Stay with us.
Once again, Paul mentions the bargain of a lifetime is coming up.
When you've got your bag, put your hand up. Very important. Everybody, come on. If you're happy with your purchase, keep your hand in the air and say, I'm happy.
And now he's introduced his catchphrase.
Alex, everybody who's happy, give them their money back. When you get your money back.
Here's your £1 back. £1 back, £1 back. Support your local market.
After getting 2 products for the price of 1 and then getting their money back, the crowd can't believe how good this auction is. If they're getting such a good discount on these goods, how cheaply will they bag the electronics in the back of the van?
This is the kind of thing that companies buy for their executives. This is a 20 set of classic pens. We're going to take it one step further. That's a desktop calculator.
Now the hustlers are selling 2 more items for a £5.
Give us a £5, put that in your bag, and just like that. Come on, everybody. And put your hand up if you're happy, come on.
And again, the catchphrase comes.
Hey, Alex, give them their money back.
And again, the money is returned to the crowd.
We're going to give you a bargain you will not believe, I guarantee it. It's classic, it'll never age. It's Italian glass. You can hear it from there. It's a beautiful piece.
Like teaching a dog to do tricks, the crowd learns through repetition and reward. Every time they buy something, they say they're happy. And Paul gives them their money back.
Give them their money back. They're in.
Another item, this time for a £10. By now, the crowd are just buying everything. They want to stick around for the expensive stuff, even if it means bidding for a tatty vase they don't even want. And after all, it's all free anyway. The hustlers just keep on giving the crowd and their accomplice Jess their money back.
Hand up if you're happy. Alex, give them the money back. Who's happy?
The crowd are all carrying on faithfully with the auction. They're sure the electronics will soon come on sale.
Don't forget the bargains are coming. We are giving you the bargain of a lifetime, right? Right.
Finally, Alex gives the crowd a sniff of what they want.
Now, what's next? We're going to go to the...
MP3 flash.
No, we'll go to the watches first.
But Paul wants to sell the crowd a watch each first, instead of the MP3.
These, if you went down the street, I saw exactly the same models down the street for 60 quid. Now remember, we're here to make you happy. We're leading to the big bargain. If you want to be happy, take £20 out of your pocket and buy one of these watches.
The crowd are about to buy a watch for £20 each. If things carry on the way they were, Paul will give back their £20 and move on to the MP3 players next. But they will all have to buy a £20 watch first. The watches have flown out of the van. Alex has shifted £400 worth. It's time to move on to the next load of goods. Or so the crowd thinks. But our hustlers have a surprise in store.
Who's happy? Let me see you. I can't hear you. Let me hear you. Who's happy? Well, folks, if you're happy, we're happy. Thank you very much.
And so our hustlers have brought the hammer down on this auction. Instead of giving the £20 notes back and moving on to the MP3 players, they've disappeared with the cash. Everyone in the crowd is left a bit bewildered, but content enough. After all, they've got a bag of goodies worth at least £20, haven't they?
The beauty of this scam is that when the auction is over and they're left with that bag of stuff, they're really thinking that they wish the thing could have gone on so they could have got more of what they were looking for in the first place.
Only until you point out to them that the true value of all the stuff that they've got in their bag is probably about £4. They paid 20 for it, and also they didn't want that stuff in the first place. Then it becomes a different story.
Now that you've told me I've got a fiver's worth of stuff for 20 quid, I'm not happy.
In the classic con, there's a kind of build-up which happens. You place your trust in the con man, you give them a small amount of money, and lo and behold, you get your money back, or maybe you even win some more money. And so you think, well, this is great, I can invest some more in this scheme, and you win again. Then you invest some more, and then suddenly you lose everything. But there's also a sense of conditioning people. You're saying to them, look, this is the scheme. You know, if you're happy, you get your money back. If you're happy, you get your money back. On the final one, they're all happy, and suddenly they don't get their money back. They've been conned. But of course, along the way, all the time, they've been telling you, the marks have been telling the con man, we're happy. Yep, we're satisfied. And so even at that end point, when they've been conned, they may be able to convince themselves they are happy. They haven't been conned. In that sense, it's the absolutely perfect con.
How many times have you ever played the games at the Fairground? And how many times have you ever seen anyone walk off with the biggest prize on the stall? If the answer is never, our real hustlers have come to the fair to show you why.
Fairground scams have been around for a very long time. Most of the time, if you go to a legitimate fairground, you won't get cheated. There is a chance of winning. But in the old days, particularly with touring carny shows, the games were definitely rigged. These toys, by the time they've paid for the toys and taken your money to play the game, they're already in profit, even if you win first time. So it's a great way to make some easy money.
Jess has set up a Fairground classic, Pop the Balloon. On her board there are loads of balloons, and for £1 the victim can have 3 darts. If they manage to pop 2 balloons with the 3 darts, they win. Easy, isn't it?
Oh, close, unlucky. Oh, you're really bad.
Well, actually, no. Even if you do have the skills and aim to hit the balloons in the first place, which most of us don't, you'll still come a cropper with Jess's hustle. You see, Jess's darts are so blunt that even if a mark scores a direct hit, the dart just bounces right off again. And look at the balloons. They're only half inflated, making them less taut, more rubbery, and all the more difficult to pop. And for these reasons, Jess can stand back and watch the cash roll in.
Oh, close, unlucky. In my game, you had to pop 2 balloons out of 3, but the chances of popping even 1 balloon was slim because the balloons were already deflated and the darts were blunt, and throwing in rules like you have to throw from behind the line, it did make it really difficult.
The darts game here, the dart came out, it hit a balloon, bounced down, hit me in the stomach.
I've played games like this a few times, but only rarely, and I've never really won.
They are designed to give you very little margin for error. You know, out of the 3 darts, you've got to pop 2 balloons. Well, if you miss on your first go, that means you can't miss with the other 2. That's already hard enough to do.
We're not saying don't go and play these games, because we like to play them as well. But there's often an element out there who are trying to just take your money without giving you a chance to win.
Pickpockets often hunt in packs, so whilst one thief is distracting the mark, the other's already dipping for their wallet and then passes it on to a third who gets away clean.
For this scam, our pack of hustlers have placed themselves strategically around this cafe, rigged with our concealed cameras. Here are Jess, Paul and Alex, all apparently unconnected and grouped around a mark. Jess starts the ball rolling with a scam we like to call...
Excuse me, can you smell my bag for a minute, please?
Mind my bag.
Yeah, sure, no problem.
Excuse me. You left your bag.
Excuse me, mate.
No?
That was the girl sat at the table there. She
I thought it was hers. I'm sorry.
All right.
So, in case you missed it, here's a replay. With the mark getting Jess's bag back, Alex was able to grab the mark's laptop, hide it under his coat, and pass right by the mark undetected. Returning to his seat, the mark spots he's missing something. It seems like such an easy scam to become a victim of, but how can it be avoided?
Well, the best way is to use the clips provided in many of the cafes and pubs for clipping your bag into. They're often provided in these places now. The other way is to obviously keep it right on top of you so that it's in your vision all times.
Paul and Jess have come to this hotel room for a bit of privacy. They need to set up and test their equipment before they can put their next high-tech scam into action. With just a standard laptop and a wireless network card, they'll be examining the most anonymous and audacious way hustlers can steal our most valuable information: our credit card details. This is the Wi-Fi scam.
The Wi-Fi hustle is one that's fast growing in this country, unfortunately. The basic scam is a hustler can hijack a network and make it seem as if it's a different network. So for example, you have a cafe that's offering a Wi-Fi service. Hustler can sit in, hijack that network, rename it into something different, and get people to log on to that network.
The main benefit of setting up a false front is to get somebody to come in through your doorway, which means you get access to everything they bring through that door.
Our hustlers have picked a location to find themselves the perfect marks. It's a travel hotel, and we've set up our hidden cameras in the lobby. Paul grabs a seat and sets up his computer. He has switched on his laptop and is now receiving internet signals from the hotel's network. And now his computer is sending out wireless internet signals for other users to connect to. As soon as a genuine customer tries to go online, they'll register via Paul's site and he will steal their credit card details. In comes likely-looking mark number 1. The mark logs on and starts trying to get on the internet. The strongest signal for the mark to log on to is the one coming from Paul's laptop, so he decides to log into that network. That's his mistake. He is greeted with an access page asking for his credit card details as payment. However, this page is actually a hoax and has been created by Paul to enable him to steal the credit card details which have been typed in. Now Paul has his details, he's off on a virtual shopping trip. What does he fancy buying? How about this nice pool table? At the click of a button, Paul has robbed our first mark of £2,000, and the mark's just surfing the net obliviously. Mark number 2 has now been targeted. He logs onto Paul's wireless network, and Paul can instantly read his credit card details. What luxury item can Paul get himself this time? This plasma TV looks good. In a matter of minutes, Paul has managed to spend £3,000 of our victims' money, and they are none the wiser. With the lobby filling up with more potential marks, Paul could steal, surf, and spend for as long as his heart desires. It seems like such an easy scam to become a victim of, but how can it be avoided?
The simplest thing, the most important thing to remember is find out about what you're going to connect to. If you're in a hotel, all you do is you go and ask at the hotel, do you have an access point? How do I know this is your access point? And then when you connect to it, you make sure it does look like the hotel's access point. Personally, I go and find a fixed network point and plug into it. Or, if I was very, very certain that it was safe, because I'd spoken to hotel staff, then I would use it. But I always be very careful. Vary the level of paranoia according to what you're going to do. I would never ever send sensitive information, such as credit card transactions, over wireless. It's not safe.
So, our trio have finished hustling for this week. They've pinched a bootload of booze, sold us a load of old tat at the market, and gone shopping with our credit cards on the net. Don't worry though, all the members of the public they scammed got their money back. Just remember the rule of the real hustle. If it sounds too good to be true, it probably is. Our first scam involves 3 swindlers, a ring, and a pub. If it works, the hustlers will walk away with some hard cash just for sitting at a bar and having a beer. This is the ring reward rip-off. Number 1 on the hustlers' checklist. Get themselves a cheap ring that looks like it's worth a few bob.
How much is this one, please?
This one is £5.
£5. Yes.
This little sparkler from the market will do nicely.
Thank you. This scam depends on the mark believing that the ring is worth an absolute fortune and that the hustler will pay anything to get it back. But in reality, the ring's absolutely worthless.
Because they overhear the information told between 2 friends, it's much easier to accept that than if someone were to come up and say to you, you know, this is worth thousands.
They've chosen a quiet pub with a male barman that Jess can work her feminine charms on. Meet our victim. He'll be known as the Mark. Just a normal working day pulling pints for him. Well, so far. Jess enters the bar to get the scam into action. Her mission is to get friendly with the Mark.
It's a bit quiet in here, isn't it?
Yeah, well, actually the stereo is busted, apparently.
The stereo?
Yeah.
Oh, dear.
It all sounds a bit...
So I'm really sorry. Have you got change for 50?
Yeah.
I'm ever so sorry. It's all I've got. I've only got 50.
It's not a fake one, is it?
No, I promise it isn't. I promise.
Yeah, it looks pretty real.
It's my birthday, so I've got a lot of money on me, that's why.
It's your birthday?
Yeah. Thank you.
Pulling out the £50 note is all part of the plan. Now the Mark knows 2 things. She's wealthy and it's her birthday.
Hello.
Now Jess is joined by a friend for a drink. She is playing the role of the accomplice. Watch how she allows our hustler to bring up the star of this scam, the sparkling ring.
What did I get? Let me show you. Ooh, it's nice, isn't it? That is really nice. It's the one I wanted. How much was it? 3.5 grand. 3.5 grand?
Notice how a £5 ring from the market has been given a big markup and in full earshot of the barman.
Oh, no, she's taking me out. She's not telling me about... Oh, do I have a spin?
The girls launch their charm offensive. This is known as the honey trap. It will make the Mark putty in their hands.
Oh, I just asked... Sorry, what's your name?
Drew.
Drew. I'm Jessica. This is Alex. So just ask me. Drew will be my stripper, won't you, Drew? Well, let's get him some more pints and then he can come and be our stripper.
Now the Mark's been caught in Jess's honey trap and knows the price tag of the birthday ring, the first phase of the scam is complete and they leave the pub.
Thank you. Bye, Drew. See you soon.
Cue Alex and Paul. They are posing as a couple of mates having a drink, but it's their goal to get the barman to willingly hand over some cash from the till. The next move is for Jess to make the phone call to the pub.
Hello, the Lion.
Hi, can I speak to Drew, please?
To Drew.
Yeah.
Speaking.
Hi, Drew. This is Jessica. I was in here earlier with my friend Alex. Hi. Listen, I had a ring on me today. It was silver with a diamond in it. I don't know if you saw it. I had it at the bar with me, and it was in a black box. Yeah, listen, I can't find the ring anywhere. I must have dropped it somewhere. It's come out of its box. I was wondering if anyone hands anything in.
No, but just hang on a sec. Let me have
By using his name, Jess is talking to the Mark as if he's a trusted friend. This is all part of the plan to ensure he'll help her out.
You haven't seen anything, have you?
No.
It's in a little black box.
In a box?
Yeah.
It's down there.
Thanks very much.
Paul's confessed that he's found the ring, but he's not giving it up so easily. He wants to know what's in it for him.
We'll ask if there's a reward. It's a big bloody diamond.
Well, come on, it's her 21st birthday.
Oh, I don't know.
Ask if there's a reward.
Jessica,
Yeah?
we've got it.
You've got it?
Yeah.
Oh, my God. Thank you so much. Whereabouts was it?
It was on the floor, actually. Someone's found it.
Someone's found it. Oh my God! Thank you so much. Listen, oh God, listen. Just tell them I'll give them a £200 reward, whoever it is. I really will. I've been so panicky. I've been looking absolutely everywhere for it. Yeah. Oh my God! Thank you.
With Jess promising to return to the pub with the reward, the mark should now play directly into the hustler's hands.
I don't want it, but I mean, come on. You took it to Barney, he'd give you money for it.
She said she's got 20 quid for you.
20 quid?
20 quid.
As the hustlers were hoping, the barman has lied to them and said Jess is offering just £20 reward for the ring. This means he's definitely on the hook. He wants to make some money out of this situation, so shortly he'll be offering to buy the ring.
Come on, it's like, if I lost that, I'd want more money than that. I mean, come on.
Really?
Yeah, come on. That's a beautiful ring. I don't know anything about rings, but that's got to be worth a lot of money.
We have to go.
50 quid. If we were dishonest, we'd have taken it by now.
Well, I didn't even have to ask her for a reward. She said, look, I'll give whoever that person is 20 quid.
50 quid. 50 quid would be better.
I reckon, yeah, 50 quid.
With some hard persuasion from our con men, the mark agrees to £50 and gets it from the till. And he hands over the same note Jess paid with just a little earlier.
Thanks, man. You're doing the right thing.
They've not earned as much as they planned, but our hustlers are still £50 better off for just half an hour propping up the bar.
All right. Cheers. It's a nice ring. I'd have paid more for that.
They leave the barman to await Jess's return. How long will it take him to realise that he's been scammed and given away money that isn't even his? But this scam has a lot more potential. Some people have made a living from it.
A few occasions we got results. Basically, the few times that we did get results, the governor's asked us to come back asked me to come back the next day, and he'd give me £2,000 for this ring. That's a good scam. That works. That one.
Paul, Jess and Alex are preparing for their version of one of the most profitable scams in the UK today, the black money blag.
The black paper scam is a scam that's been played on real people. What you do is you convince the mark that by using a chemical or a special device, you could remove black ink from paper revealing genuine money, not counterfeit money, but cancelled real money. I don't care who you are, if somebody comes to you at the right time and you need money, once you're convinced and you buy into it, your money will be in their pockets before you know it.
Our hustlers are at a car boot sale, one of the UK con artists' favourite places to look for marks. Our hidden cameras will pick up the action as they perform the black money blag.
This is how to make money from the money they throw away at the English Mint. When they print it and they print too much, they send it to be burned, but they can't just send a van full of money, they have to cancel it first, and this is how to cancel it. They take it and they paint it completely black, just like that. They cover it with a thick layer of black paint, they wash it off, it comes off just like that, completely impossible to remove. Hold that up, have a look at that. It's a real bill, that's real money. This isn't counterfeit money, it's real money that's been cancelled and has been sent to be burned. Now, it just so happens that some friends of mine opened up the wrong van at the right time, and we got a whole bunch of this stuff. Would anybody give me £1 for this? Nobody, right? Nobody's stupid enough to give me you look stupid enough to give me a pound. Give me £1, just one.
£1?
£1. If you're not happy, I'll give it back to you.
I'll get it back.
If you're not happy. And if you're with her, you must be very, very happy. We have a solution here. Now, the idea of the ink, the reason they cancel it like that is because it's impossible to remove the ink from these bills unless you've got the right solution. And this really is the solution. They think it's completely insoluble, but if we apply this to the paper, it will take it off. Give me any one of those that you like. Is this the one you want to keep? You paid £1 for this, okay? £1 for a black piece of paper. I want to show you exactly what you're going to do when you go home. Watch very carefully. That's your pound. That's the black piece of paper. I'm going to keep the pound because you're going to be very, very happy. All we have to do is take the black paper and put it on here. Now, you can actually just fill a bath with the right solution, put it in overnight, and all of the ink will come off. But if you have a roller like this is an ink roller just like the ones that they use in the printers, but it's been designed to be absorbent to this material. Now, we have a little bit of the solution, put it on here like that. smell it. It smells like lemons, okay? It's not just lemon juice, I guarantee it. Now watch very carefully. If you print that off, it comes completely off and leaves you a little bit wet, but it leaves you with a genuine £10 note. That's a real £10 note. We were holding a minute ago. Now, I'm gonna sell these 10 at a time to start with, but if you want any more, it's real simple. If you give it a rub, it'll come off already, just with the ink that's on there. If you don't want to use the roller, just put the solution in the bath, leave it overnight. You'll wake up to a fortune. Now, I can sell 10 at a time with the roller for £30. You also get a bottle of the solution. If you get more paper, you're gonna need more solution. Now, for £30, you get the printer. You get the paper. Now, this is like real magic. I've got 2 weeks to get rid of this. Buy in now.
How many have you got?
I've got enough for everybody here. This guy here, you've got to give me some money. £30, you make 70, look at that, you made £70, you haven't even started yet. Just like that. Very good. Who else? What have you got? We got buyers. Well, you want one too, don't you? You've got your hand on your money. Do the smart thing. If this was just a magic trick, it would be worth every penny of £30, but this is the best magic trick of all. For £30, you make 100, and if you get more of the paper, you can just keep making money. Each time you print one, you make £9 profit. It is light, but don't let anybody know what's in there. That's another one.
So, Paul's amazing demonstration managed to convince these guys to part with £30. But what exactly did they get for their money? Just a few bits of white paper sprayed with black paint, a cheap printer's roller, and a container of washing up liquid which smells of lemons. And by the time they've realised this, Paul will be long gone. So, how did Paul change his black paper into a real £10 note? Well, when he said it looked like a magic trick, for once he wasn't lying. Because yes, it is a magic trick, available to buy from companies who sell on the internet to professional magicians. It certainly worked the magic for Paul, producing £60 from these gullible victims. So, what did he have to say when we revealed our cameras and came clean?
You know, most people are in debt for a start. So if they're going to get money, if they're going to get a way out of their debt by just making their own money at home, and they can get away with it, then why not?
One victim of this scam was so embarrassed to have lost £20,000 that we agreed to disguise his identity.
The police have said that it happens all the time, but I'm just one of the rare ones that have actually come forward. Unless you're working 9 to 5 and earning it, you are not going to get anything for nothing. Greed fuels everything. It's all about greed.
A proposition bet, everybody knows a proposition bet. It's basically, I can bet you I can do something. Will you bet against me that I can or cannot do this? You're talking about something that sounds absolutely impossible to do. So most people will tell you, well, there's no way that can be done. But if you turn to them and say, yes, there is a way that can be done, by this time, they're so curious just to see how this is going to work that usually they'll just pay a £5 just to see what happens.
A proposition bet is a great way to hustle a few free drinks and a meal.
Paul, Jess and Alex have come to their local Greasy Spoon. Jess is going to try and get a free coffee with a classic proposition bet, the 3-cup scam. While Paul and Alex look on, Jess begins her scam.
Hi there, excuse me, I'm not interrupting you, am I? I'm a friend of Claudette's, she's the manager here, and I've been showing her a few tricks this morning, and she's just asked me to come over and show you. I've got these 3 cups here. All I want you to, I'm going to do something, I just want you to copy me. Right, I'm just going to go 1, 2, 3. So I've finished with all 3 cups facing mouth upwards.
Yep.
Yeah, think it looks quite easy? Shall I show you again, just in case?
Well,
okay. Okay. 1, 2, and 3, just like that.
Okay.
It was quite simple, didn't it?
Looks very simple.
Let me just set these up for you. Okay, in your own time, go for it. Well, if you get it right, I'll buy you a coffee. If you don't get it right, buy me a coffee.
Right.
And a big welcome crumble. That's 1, 2, milk and 2 sugars, please.
Very funny.
Yeah, you see, it's a bit difficult. Do you want another go?
Yeah.
You know how it works, so 2 cups at a time, yeah?
You do it first again.
No, you do it. 1, 2.
2.
You can't do it. You're such a little cheat, you are. You should buy me a coffee just for the cheek of it.
You're going to buy breakfast anyway?
I'll buy her breakfast. I'll buy her lunch as well if she wants.
So what's the secret of the 3-cup scam? Like all proposition bets, it's impossible for the mark to solve. It's all in the way Jess sets out the 3 cups. You'll remember that the cups alternate mouth up and mouth down. When she lays them out for herself to turn them over, the outer cups are mouth down. But when she lays them out for the mark, she lays them out the opposite way up with the outer cups mouth up. So it's impossible for the mark to copy what she did and get all the cups mouth up in 3 moves. Very sneaky. The mark never had a chance. Jess and Paul are waiting at this bus stop. Alex passes by and then posts a letter. All seems normal here, or so you'd think. You've just witnessed the Postman scam. So let's take another look on our hidden cameras. Our hustlers are waiting in line. The mark is the woman standing in front of Jess. Jess is the pickpocket, or the dip. She carefully lifts the purse from her bag and passes it back to Paul. But how can Jess's arm appear out the back of her coat like that? It's because her arm is actually inside her coat, and the one you see tucked into her pocket is a false arm. This makes for a much more subtle steal. Paul is the handler. He looks on for Alex, who by now should be approaching. He's the postman. In his hand, Alex has an open envelope. As he passes by the bus stop, Paul drops the purse into the bag. All that's left now is for Alex to post the addressed and stamped package onto himself. Even if the mark discovers her loss, there's no evidence on our hustlers.
We've gone to great lengths to use the cleverest methods that we're aware of. Getting that out of your pocket, passing it off to one of the team, and then passing it off again, so that anybody who might be identified by the victim is completely clean.
Remember, these people are opportunistic. If you're slightly protecting yourself, they'll just move on to somebody else.
Our hustlers have invited 3 of Britain's top professional players for a televised game of poker.
When we decided to cheat at poker, we wanted to take on the best, and the Hendon mob are the best at their game. Paul and I play poker quite regularly, and we're pretty good. Without cheating, no chance. They would take us down probably every single time. Nothing can go wrong, nothing. Because if you're caught, you're dead.
Meet our 3 pros. They are Joe, the Elegance Beavers. Last year, he won over 140 grand playing poker. Rocky Ross Boatman, an accomplished actor and pro poker player who has won over $500,000 in his career. And Barney Boatman, brother of Ross. Last year, he won over 100 grand. They're in a group of players called the Hendon Mob. Alex and Paul are pretending to be amateur players who are taking part in a poker documentary, thus explaining the TV cameras. In fact, both Alex and Paul are not amateur players, but are excellent poker cheats. Paul is an accomplished magician and one of the world's most expert gambling cheats. He has trained for years at card cheating and can literally deal himself any hand he wants, when he wants. This is the poker scam. So, the poker game has begun, and they have already played a few hands where the Hendon mob have been winning. So far, the game isn't fixed, but it's about to get more interesting for our hustlers as they introduce their rigged pack of cards. This pack is the so-called cold deck, because it's not yet been warmed up through play.
The simplest way to describe stacking the deck is to just take a deck and set it up so that after the deal, you receive the best cards. So if you wanted to get 2 aces, and there are only 2 players in the game, you simply have to make sure that the second card down is an ace, and the second card after that is an ace. So you deal a card to them, an ace to yourself, a card to them, and an ace to yourself.
The Hendon mob always use their own branded cards, and the cold deck must always match the deck already in use. So, our hustlers have simply bought an identical pack off the mob's own website to use as their fixed cold deck. First, they have to get the deck into the room. Cue Jess for the smuggle. She enters the room to take a drinks order, apparently a waitress from the venue.
Any drinks for anybody?
A bit more water would be nice, then.
I'll have a Coke.
If we look more closely, we can see that she has a deck of cards hidden behind her notebook. This deck's been pre-stacked by our hustlers, and they need to get hold of it to start playing their fixed hand. Paul's hand is in position, waiting to receive the deck. Will she manage it? Yes, perfect. The cards have dropped safely into Paul's awaiting hand. He is now in possession of the rigged deck. But next, Paul has to get them up onto the table and into play. To do so, he needs to swap the existing deck with the rigged deck in his hand. How's he going to do this? It's time for the switch.
This is where it all started? Yeah.
Again, Jess is on standby to aid him. She's back in the room to serve the drinks.
And then we started travelling. We were kind of the winners in the game.
Right.
And then we started travelling around Europe. And maybe one or two of us had signed up. And people would say, oh, yeah, where's the rest of the Hendon one? Right.
Did you see it? If we look again, he's got the real deck in his left hand and the rigged deck in his right hand. As he moves the chair, he's put the real deck on his seat and the rigged deck up onto the table. It was very simple, but very effective. The rigged deck is now in play. Next up is the shuffle. Before every hand, the cards must be shuffled. But the cards have been stacked in the correct order, and a shuffle will ruin everything. Actually, no. Amazingly, Paul isn't really shuffling the deck here. He's using sleight of hand to shuffle, and then return the cards to exactly the same order they started in. This is the hardest part of the whole scam, and a skill that's taken years for Paul to perfect. Now comes the cut. This is a critical move for our hustlers. If the order of cards changes, their fixed hand won't work. Paul's indicated the point in the deck where Alex should make the cut. The moves are all over, but it doesn't mean that things are going to get any easier. The hustlers have to have given the professional players just the right cards. Too high and they might smell a cheat. Too low and they might fold. Just right though, and they'll bet thousands of pounds in chips. As planned, Paul folds. To win the game, the hustlers only need one unbeatable hand at the table. Luckily for Ross, the hustlers have given him a bad hand, and he folds too. But Barney has a jack and a 10, which has very strong potential. Joe has a look at his hand, and does a very good job of hiding his emotions. He's got 2 aces. This is the best hand he could hope for at this stage. Alex takes a look at his cards, and of course he already knows what he's got, a pair of queens.
It's 1,300 on top.
The Hendon mob have just put down £1,300 each, and they've still got 5 cards to see. They've definitely taken the bait. Will the next 3 cards reel them in even more? Now, Alex has got 3 queens, Joe's got 3 aces, and Barney Boatman's very close to getting either a straight or a flush, 2 of the highest hands in poker.
2,000. Jesus.
Now it's time for the 6th card out of 7. It's the 2 of spades. Barney Boatman's made his flush. He's got 5 spades. This is where the pro players really show their skills.
I'm all in.
Barney puts down a huge pile of chips to try and scare everyone off.
Yeah.
But Joe and Alex have gone all in too. It's time to see who's got the best hand. It's too close to call. Everyone thinks they've got the winning hand. But if the hustlers have succeeded with their plan, this last card will be a spade, and Alex will make a flush, beating everyone at the table.
Oh my God!
Paul turns over the last card, and as planned, it is a spade, giving Alex a slightly higher scoring flush than Barney and making him the winner. The cheated hand of cards has turned up trumps. Against the odds, Alex the amateurs managed to beat the pros at poker. The Hendon mob still don't know the game is rigged. For the next hand, they smuggled another cold deck onto the table, gave Barney Boatman 4 eights, and beat him with a straight flush.
This is an absolute cold deck. That is absolutely ridiculous. No, no one's going to believe this.
Once the hand was over, the hustlers revealed it was a scam. So, what tips have the mob got to avoid being cheated?
Don't be scared by this program. There's no reason to be scared. There's no reason to go out and think, oh my God, everybody's cheating. The majority of the time when you play poker, you're playing in a controlled environment, and the best policemen at the table are the players. If you think there's something a little bit dodgy going on, speak up. If the cards haven't been shuffled properly, say so. If someone does a two-handed cut, tell them you want to see them cut again.
If you've got any experience at all, things will happen that are unlikely, that don't feel right. All I can say is that we make our living playing the game, and this hasn't worried us.
Also, anything to add?
Yeah, don't play with these guys. Yeah.
We had an advantage in this game in that it was dealt by the players, so we would get a hold of the deck. If we were playing the Hendon mob in their element, which would be in a professionally monitored poker game, we wouldn't be able to pull these moves.
And so our hustlers have finished their travels around the UK for this week. They've sold paper claiming it was banknotes, raised a reward for a bargain bin ring, and scammed some serious loot from a rigged poker game. Don't worry though, all the members of the public they conned got their money back. Just remember the rule of the real hustle. If it sounds too good to be true, it probably is. Hustlers Paul and Alex have hired a nice shiny silver car. But it's not because they fancy going for a spin. In fact, they're going to use it to demonstrate a scam that is catching out unwary car buyers across the country. They start off by changing the number plates to fake ones and removing any hire company stickers from the car and the keyring. They don't want to leave any evidence that could lead back to them after this scam has finished, because this scam is going to leave a lot of people feeling very angry indeed. This is the hire car scam. The guys drop off the car at an empty house they have taken over for this scam. They have put an advert in the paper offering this 12 grand car for £7,500. They're hoping to tempt their mark with the promise of a bargain. Jess is going to be running the hustle. She's playing a young mum who's been dropped in at the deep end. She's brought a box of toys and Alex has left the child's bike in the drive. These props will come into play later. Alex and Paul have done their part for now and they promptly leave. Someone has arrived to look at the massively underpriced car. We have a mark. Now, you may be thinking that it's impossible for the hustlers to actually sell this motor. After all, they don't have any of the ownership documents, and won't the hire company miss it after a couple of days? Just how does this hustle work? Let's watch it unfold.
Hello. Hi, my name's Dave. I couldn't see you about the car.
Oh, right, yeah. Hi, I'm
Hi.
Jane. Hi, nice to meet you. I'll tell you what, let's go pop get the keys. I'll be out in a second. Okay, do you want to have a look?
Firstly, as Jess goes inside to get the keys, she grabs a baby monitor from the sofa. Remember the box of toys? The bike Alex left outside? These props are being used to set the scene. A young mum, home alone with a child. She can't possibly be a hustler, right?
Nice car, isn't it?
Yeah, it's lovely.
How long have you had it?
Well, it's my husband's. He got it September last year, so not very long.
Next, Jess mentions a fictional husband, but he isn't around, so where is he? All is about to become clear.
the V5 document with you?
Well, I haven't actually got any documents with me because my husband's getting a new tax disc this morning. He's got everything with him in his briefcase. That's why the whole day's been messed up, really, because he's been called into work. I've got the little one with me.
So, the fictional husband's not around because he's gone to pay the road tax. And with the vehicle documents in his possession, the Mark has no way of discovering the truth about the hire car. All he can do is take her word for it. The ruse is set. Now is the time for Jess to strike.
But we do have a few more people coming this afternoon, and because, you know, we're wanting a quick sale, basically, it's a great deal. It will go this afternoon sometime. But if you are genuinely interested, what I can do is, if you give me maybe a small deposit, say $250, I cancel the rest of the people this afternoon, because you do sound, you know, interested.
So, that's her game. Instead of selling the car, Jess intends to take a deposit on it. Actually, she intends to take as many deposits as she can before the day is out. Jess takes him into the house to take his deposit.
That's for you anyway.
Great, thank you very much.
She hands over a worthless receipt, and that's 250 quid in the kitty. Mark number 2 arrives, and Jess gives him the same spiel.
It's cheap, isn't it? Why is it so cheap?
Because we're just wanting a quick sale. My husband's got a company car now, and
And it works. Again, the bargain price entices him into leaving a deposit.
100, did you say?
Yeah, 100.
Jess's total is now £350. The third Mark is also keen.
All right, if I leave a deposit today, when could I pick it up? Obviously, I know you'd have to talk to your husband.
And leaves another 100 to secure the car for himself until 6 o'clock.
There's £100 there.
Jess now has £450. Our fourth Mark ups the ante and hands over £300.
300, did you say, yeah?
Yeah, 300.
Bringing the total to £750.
Yes, I'll write you out a receipt anyway.
And Mark number 5 gives her all the cash he has on her, £260.
Oh.
Jess has taken over £1,000 now.
I'll see you at 6 o'clock, yeah?
Absolutely, yeah.
Lovely.
All the Marks have been told to come back at 6 p.m. to complete the transaction. But the hustlers have no intention of hanging around to meet them. They're off quick sharp to count their cash and give back the hire car.
The price of the car is so attractive that you just can't resist. It's such a nice looking car for that amount of money. How can you not pay a deposit?
It's the greed factor, isn't it?
It is.
You're putting the Mark onto a position where he thinks he's ripping you off because he's getting such a cheap deal.
So, what happened to our Marks when they turned up that evening to seal the deal?
By the time they all turned up at 6 o'clock, when I told them to return, me, the money and the car were all long gone.
Need to see the car. It was here earlier.
Yeah, I'm actually here to see him because I put a deposit on it.
Yeah, I put a deposit on the same car as well.
Yeah, and I done it as well, £100. Yeah, so I've got a receipt and everything.
You're not. Do you live here?
No. I was in. Oh.
Yeah, see me in. Really?
No one's in the cars now, you're either.
Do you guys know any?
No, I don't know anybody.
No. We've just come here. I saw the car this morning. I put a deposit on.
Somebody at some point in a scam will push a time element on you. They'll say, oh, well, you need to leave the money now because it might go later. If you start hearing all that stuff and yet you don't have the physical evidence in front of you that the car is genuine, be very wary. Be very wary.
No, I didn't think anything at all. I mean, to be honest, when Jane opened the door and I saw her, she's a lovely-looking girl, the first thing I thought was, ooh, you know, and I suppose that did kind of, if it had been like a big 12-stone gorilla there, or 12-stone, 20-stone gorilla, maybe I wouldn't have handed over the £100 so easily.
Counterfeiting's a serious crime that can affect individuals and businesses of all kinds. In 2004, around 325,000 counterfeits were taken out of circulation. Now, another way of putting that is to say that there are about 6,000 genuine notes for every counterfeit. But of course, counterfeiting is a very serious crime, so nearly every one of those counterfeits represents a crime.
You know, it's one thing being able to create good counterfeit money, but it has to stand up to some kind of inspection. But what would be really clever is to pass the money in such a way that it's not inspected. And that's exactly the kind of scam that a good hustler will come up with to avoid having the counterfeit money checked at all.
Paul has come to this corner shop to demonstrate a scam that's losing unaware shopkeepers thousands of pounds a year. The shop's been rigged with our hidden cameras to cover the action.
Hiya. Good evening, sir.
This is the Counterfeit Cash Con.
I'm scanning for you.
Shopkeepers who operate tills are constantly on the lookout for fake notes. But here's a trick that all shop owners should definitely be aware of. Paul's about to demonstrate how he could pass counterfeit notes if he wanted to. Paul buys some chewing gum and a cheap DVD. You'll see what the DVD is for in a minute.
Can you break that? Yes, sure.
Sorry, it's too big. Paul pays the shopkeeper with a genuine £50 note. Now keep your eye on Paul's left hand. Did you see it? He slips some notes from his pocket under the DVD box. The shopkeeper gives Paul his change. It's 2 20s and some coins.
Thank you very much.
As he distracts the shopkeeper by dropping his change,
Do you have any 10s as well? Would that be okay? For you?
Paul swaps the real notes that just came out of the till for his own special 20s. And because the normally cautious shopkeeper thought those notes had just come out of his own till, he swaps them for genuine tenors without question. The shopkeeper was lucky, but if Paul wanted to, he could have just walked away with £40 in profit at the shop's expense.
A lot of people might be tempted to throw away a counterfeit, but because it's a crime, it's very important, I think, that they hand them into the police or hand them into their local bank or post office so that actually we can collect the evidence about the counterfeits to help us understand what's going on better.
Sources have reported that Britain is in the grip of a high-tech crime wave, and one of the latest targets is one of our closest friends, the mobile phone. Experts have discovered a security flaw in some of the most popular Bluetooth-enabled phones that allows others to hack into your handset and take control of it. Our hustlers are going to demonstrate for our hidden cameras just how vulnerable your phone can be to a silent attack. This is the Bluetooth scam.
The problem with some Bluetooth phones is you can make an unauthorized connection to the phone and effectively take over the phone, read the contents out, so the phone book, SMS messages, even actually make calls with it.
So, how does the Bluetooth hack work? Our hustlers are going to demonstrate it here. Jess and Paul's phones have their Bluetooth turned on. Alex uses his mobile pocket PC. Because of a security flaw in Jess's phone, he is able to locate the Bluetooth signal, hack directly into the handset and take control of it. Now he can make a call from Jess's phone to Paul's phone. This technique is known as bluejacking.
The Bluetooth hustle works by using the Bluetooth feature on mobile phones. It's a very modern, very useful, very easy piece of technology. They can connect to your phone without you knowing it. Your phone will not even show that it's connected to something.
They're now ready to test it on the public. Alex has set his pocket computer to search for Bluetooth signals. Now he's pinpointed a mark with an enabled handset. He can go for the hack. Now he's in and making a call using the mark's phone. But where's the actual scam here? It's in the number that Alex is calling from the mark's phone. Our hustlers have set up their own premium rate line where calls are charged at £1.50 a minute. So this guy is having the money taken from his pocket, but he's totally oblivious. And if the mark doesn't realise his phone is calling the hustler's premium line, during his journey between Manchester and Liverpool, he will lose £75 in call charges. Ouch. So if Alex spends some time here, he can really take home the bacon. In an hour, he manages to target 20 phones with an average call time of 15 minutes, making him a grand total of £500. Our hustlers have proved for those with the technology and the know-how, this is a really money-spinning scam.
The simplest and best way to protect yourself against this scam is just simply to keep your Bluetooth turned off unless you're actually using it.
If you do not switch off the Bluetooth feature on your phone when you're not using it, you're in danger of somebody finding a way in. This is a really interesting bet because it looks like a magic trick, but in actual fact, we use it to steal money from the till.
People often like to perform tricks at bars. Barmen do tricks themselves to amuse their guests. But my advice would be, when those tricks start involving cash, just keep your wits about you and be a bit wary.
Paul has come to a busy bar to perform another proposition bet. Our cameras have been hidden amongst the crowd to capture the action. He's been entertaining the punters at the bar with a few simple magic tricks and has got a bit of a crowd together. He doesn't know it, but this barman is about to be fleeced for £40. Just watch how this hustle works.
They ever do it for money?
Not really.
You want to see something for money? I mean,
I'm not gambling, mate.
Oh, come on, it's just for a little bit. I promise you, if I can do it, it is the most amazing thing you've ever seen.
Okay, let's go.
Go to the till,
okay.
Take out a £20 note, bring it here.
There you go.
Right, if I just walk out with that, this is great magic. Yeah, I'm going to do a trick. I'm going to do a trick that you won't forget, okay? This could be any £20 note, so have you got a pen?
Yeah.
Like a nice thick one. Perfect. Do me a favour, write your name on there. That's completely against the law. So, I'll confiscate the evidence when we're done. Now, look, if I can do a miracle with this, I get to keep the £20 note. But it has to be something absolutely out of control.
Amazing, yeah.
All right, out of control. Do me a favour, take it, and you got a napkin, like a, a hanky or something. Oh, look, we've got, do me a favour, there's nothing in there, just check that out. Fold it in half. Not that. All right, fold it in half again. All right, let me see it. What? Okay, I'm going to fold it in half one more time. Do me a favour, just hold it here like that. Okay, don't move. All right, nothing at all in the napkin. All right. Yeah.
Yep.
This is what I'm going to do. Put that here. Okay. Put it in there like that. Now, can you feel that? Just feel it underneath. Don't look. Just feel it underneath. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. You want to feel it? Make sure it's there. Feeling only. It's there. You want to do it? Just go underneath it. There you go. All right. And there. Now you notice that I never reach underneath. Okay. Twist it off like that. Okay. Don't put any holes in it. Nothing like that. And it's lying a little bit loose in there. Now watch. Let me go to my pocket. This is why we do it with your £20 now. Right. How are you feeling now? I told you it's a trick you'd never forget, right? I mean, exactly. At the beginning, what, a couple of minutes ago, you went to the till, you took out a £20 note, you wrote your name on it, it went in there. We all checked it was in there first, and then we burned it. There's no way anything else could have happened. Yeah. Do me a favour. Go back to the till. Take out a £20 note and see what's written on it. Was that it?
Yeah, that's the one.
I think the agreement was, if I did something that you wouldn't forget.
It's yours.
Thank you very much. All right. Take care, guys. All right, bye-bye.
So, it was an impressive trick. Paul won £20 fair and square off the barman, right? Wrong. Paul has actually ended up £40 in profit, as we mentioned earlier. So, how did he do it? Remember when Paul asked the crowd to check he had a note hidden under the paper napkin? Well, one member of the crowd is actually fellow hustler Alex. Alex has now nicked the barman's 20.
But I never reach underneath. Okay?
And he's off to play his role in the con. He goes down to the other end of the bar, where Jess has been keeping the barmaid distracted. By simply ordering a drink, Alex gets the bar lady to do his dirty work. The signed 20 really is now back in the till. But here's the clever bit. The barmaid has given Alex his drink and the change from the £20 note, but actually Alex was paying for the drink with a note that already belonged to the bar. So far, the hustlers are up a bottle of beer and the change from 20 quid. Next, as the trick draws to a close, Paul asks the barman to check in the till for the signed note. Sure enough, it's in there. As he hands it over, the barman knows he's lost £20 on this bet. But since he doesn't know how it was done, he still doesn't know about the other 20 that came out of the till in change. Bar staff will never realise until it's time to cash up at the end of the night.
Pinch and push is a technique where the pickpocket pinches the surface of your jeans and then with another finger pushes up against your wallet. And because your wallet is between your jeans and you don't feel the pinch. And when you pull back on the material and push up with the wallet, there's enough room that you cannot feel the wallet moving. The general rule is if it's easy for you to get at it, it's easy for the pickpocket to get at it. Put it in your front pocket, it's always there. And if anybody were to go into that pocket, you'd know about it. But you put it in your back pocket, it's out of sight, it's out of mind, and it could be out of your pocket before you know it.
The hustlers have come to a shopping centre to perform a wallet snatch for our hidden cameras. This is the pinch-push pocket pick. Notice how they take up strategic positions. Paul is the pickpocket who will perform the dip. He's stationed in the area below the escalators. And Alex will be the runner. He's in position at the top of the escalators. All they need now is a mark. And there he is. That's their mark.
Sorry, mate.
Paul pretends to bump into the mark and apologises for nudging him. This is the key manoeuvre. He's pinched the mark's back pocket and pushed his wallet up. That's why it's called the pinch push. Now the wallet's ripe for the plucking. As Alex the runner approaches down the escalator, Paul makes his move. And there it is. Alex is off undetected and the mark is one wallet poorer.
Terrible place to put something. It's a terrible place to put anything of value. If you put something in your back pocket, someone's going to take it.
Organised crime gangs are operating cash machine fraud all over the UK. In 2004, the total sum of money lost was a staggering £75 million. And one of the most common methods con men use to commit cash point fraud is with a fixed device that is very tricky to spot. Our hustlers are going to demonstrate for our secret cameras how a con artist can rig a cash point with a device that will clone your cash card and enable them to steal money from your account.
One of the most prevalent scams in recent years has been the placing of card readers on ATMs. The idea is simple. You put a shell over the ATM so that it looks like a legitimate part of that device. Victims come up and place their credit card or ATM card into this, enter their code, withdraw money, and then receive their card back. What they don't realize is that in between their transaction is an illegal device that reads every single piece of data on your card and records it.
Hustler Paul, rigged up with a camera hidden in his bag, enters a shop which has a cash machine inside. In his hand he has what is known as a skimming device. Now that the coast is clear, he moves in to fit the device over the card reader slot. This device works in two ways. The skimmer is able to read the magnetic stripe of your card and is fitted with a hidden mini camera that is overlooking the pin pad to record the pin number. Jess now comes to use the cash point ahead of another queuing customer. He will be our first mark. What this move does is to prove subconsciously to the mark that the machine is perfectly safe. Having seen Jess successfully get some cash out, the mark will suspend any possible suspicions that he might have. Now the first mark inserts his card. The skimmer reads his card details whilst the camera clearly captures his 4-digit PIN. His card is returned and he takes his cash. Even though the cash has come out, he's already lost out. His details have been captured by the hustlers, and yet he doesn't suspect a thing. And now comes mark number 2. Again, the machine reads the magnetic stripe on his card and the camera records his PIN. Once our second mark has collected his cash and left the shop, Paul will move in to collect the skimmer. With 2 sets of card details bagged, our hustlers will show us how this becomes a money spinner.
Essentially, the next step after having read the cards and taken the device off the cash machine is downloading all the information from the card reader onto a laptop. Then the hustlers would use a very cheap card reader themselves, which you connect up to your laptop. What that enables them to do is to program other cards. Now, all they need is another card with a magnetic strip on the back. Mobile top-up cards seem to be the hustlers' favorites at the moment. Any mobile top-up cards will do. They take them, swipe them once to erase them, and then swipe them again, thus programming them with the card details of one of the numerous cards that they've copied. Now, armed with that, they can now go to a cash machine, stick that top-up card in any cash machine, and withdraw cash.
Mobile phone top-up cards. Don't believe us? Just check this out. Alex is now going to use this clone card in this ATM. He inserts the card. Uses the mark's PIN recorded on the minicam and manages to withdraw this £100 cash. He later returned the money, but some of the devices being used by the real thieves are even more elaborate.
This one here is basically the whole fascia that would go over a cash point machine. As you can see, it's very authentic looking. It's got all the stickers that would normally be on a normal cash point. That'll be stuck down with double-sided tape onto the cash point. So the rear of it is quite crude. You can see that it's all bits of electronics stuck in with different forms of like Airfix and Airfix type glue, made up of bits of card. You can see all the bits of card they use to create the slots. And to the top of the ATM, they'll put normally something like this. Beside here, you have a little pinhole camera, and there's certain bits of electronics that they've stripped out of cameras and what have you, and that sends takes a picture of you putting your PIN number in.
There's a couple of things you should definitely watch out for when you're using your cash card at any cash machine anywhere in the world. Number one, if there's anything protruding, sticking out, looking suspicious anywhere near where the card slot is, do not use that machine. Try and find another one. And number two, and most importantly of all, always shield your PIN. Remember, if hustlers get what's on the back of a magnetic strip, they cannot use it without your PIN number.
So that's it for this week. Our hustlers have sold a hire car over and over again, made premium rate calls on other people's mobiles, and cloned some cash point cards. But don't worry, all the people who got ripped off were given their money back. Just remember the rule of the real hustle. If it sounds too good to be true, it probably is. Jess has hit the streets. She looks innocent enough, but what this guy's about to learn is once you've collided with this lady, you've walked straight into the trap of the Melon drop.
Sorry. Why did you just come up from behind me just like that?
The idea of this con is to engineer an accident and convince the mark that it's their fault. Hustlers are always looking for a new angle, and when they found out that Japanese people were paying more than £40 for melons in Japan, they'd go to the local supermarket, buy a melon, and then bump into Japanese tourists on the street, dropping the £1 melon and claiming that it cost them upwards of £40.
Nowadays, the melon drop can be done using any old object, just as long as the hustler can convince the sucker that it's actually valuable. The prop that we use is a box with some wrapping paper over it, and what we've done is we convince the sucker that this is actually what's in the box, but once it's broken, this is all they can hear. So actually, it was broken at the very start. We just put shattered glass in there.
You are applying for people's decency. The key element of this is also embarrassment. You're appealing to people to do the right thing.
Jess has positioned herself outside an expensive department store in an upmarket part of town. Our hidden cameras watch on as she scouts for her victims. Tucked under her arm is her accomplice in this scam, the box of broken glass. For this scam to really work, Jess needs to target respectable-looking male marks who she can really work her act on. Watch as she makes her first hit. Here comes the bump.
Oh my God.
As planned, Jess drops her prop to the floor. Now all she needs to do is convince the mark that they are responsible for knocking it out of her hands.
Oh my God.
So sorry.
Oh, please don't be broke. You've just broken my vase.
The mark can immediately hear the damage. This is the first convincer.
Oh my...
Sorry.
Why did you just come up from behind me just like that?
You just stopped.
Yeah, but what, am I not allowed to stop anymore?
Jess's first key tactic is to create a big scene to make the mark feel embarrassed and uncomfortable. Let's see how she does with mark number 2.
You just done that?
I didn't just stop.
You did. You just walked right past me and knocked out my hand.
I'm really sorry.
Why did you just walk so close to me then?
I didn't mean to walk close to you. I was just walking by.
You did look at all the space. You just bumped right into me and just knocked my vase over.
It's a battle of wills, and whoever can get the other to back down first will have the upper hand.
My mum this morning.
Maybe you can take it back and
I can't take it back. It's broken. Can you not hear it?
Jess's aim is to get them to say they're sorry.
Or take it back and say someone knocked into me. Can I please have a refund? I don't think so.
They've got insurance. They can cover it.
This mark's putting up a good fight. Can Jess talk him round?
Not now, because it's broken.
It wasn't my intention to break it. It was just an accident.
Yeah, it wasn't my intention to stand here and break it either.
Now let's see how she does with our last mark.
What did you just do that for? You just came out of nowhere. Ow! I can't believe you've just done that.
Look, I feel really bad.
Yeah, but I'm sorry.
Oh my.
Miles away. I'm really...
I can't believe it.
All the marks have apologised. 1 point to Jess. Now they have essentially admitted responsibility. Jess has got the green light. She reveals to the marks that the vase is a special gift she's bought for her mum. They now know what they've just broken is both important and potentially valuable.
I got this vase from my mum this morning. I need to get this. It's my mum's birthday today. You don't understand how important this is.
Now she mentions that she can't afford to buy the vase again.
I don't know what to do.
What am I supposed to do? I can't just go and buy another one, can I? I can't afford to. I can't afford to go and buy another one of these.
Well, how much was it?
It's £65. I can't go and buy another one. I can't afford to go. It doesn't matter, but what am I supposed to do? You can't just say sorry.
She's looking for sympathy, and of course, it is a hint that she'll need some financial compensation. This leads into the final stage of the scam. It's time to get her hands on the mark's cash. Notice the way she uses certain phrases, appealing to the marks to do the right thing.
Be reasonable. It wasn't just me stood here and then I dropped it. You just walked into me and knocked out my hand. Be reasonable. If it wasn't for you, I wouldn't have dropped it. Just have the decency to help me out. Oh, now you've just walked right into me. Well, at least have the decency to help me out. Well, have the decency to help me out and help me go get another one.
Jess's last tactic is to become relentlessly demanding and wear the mark's defences down until they finally give in.
I'm late. I need to go get this now. Well, so if you've got the cash, I'll just go and get one now. Have you got any cash?
Yeah.
Or there's...
£20.
£20? It cost me 65. It cost me £65.
And so our hustler is victorious, and each mark's offered to stump up part of the cash for her fictional vase.
Look, I think that's pretty generous of me. Here. wasn't all my fault. It's half of it. You know? Maybe you should put it in the bag. Be a little bit more careful.
Okay, thank you.
All right, cheer up.
Bye. Thank you very much. Be careful next time when you're walking, okay?
Corey,
Thank
it was not my fault.
Well, it wasn't my fault.
Well, I mean, I'm really late. It's your fault, isn't it?
Well, it wasn't all my fault, but okay, whatever. Thank you.
In just 30 minutes, Jess has made herself £125. So why were our marks so willing to fall for this scam?
I bumped into a young lady who had a package that fell on the ground. It broke. She was very convincing, asked me for compensation for her package. I gave her some money. Walking down the street here, going for some lunch, and suddenly this woman just turned, and this box just fell on the floor, and she said there was a vase in there and broke, and I don't know. I just thought, oh, give her some money for it to go and buy another one.
I heard it. It was, you know, I shaked it and it felt like a broken vase or something. And obviously, I mean, we are in Nicebridge, so all the shops around here are expensive, and you don't expect £10 vase or something like this. As I said, I felt responsible, and she was a young, pretty lady, so.
Some would say fruit machines are just another form of hustle, because like every good hustle, they suck you in with the promise of getting something for nothing. We all know that playing a fruit machine is a gamble, but Alex, Jess and Paul are going to reveal a few things you might not know about your real chances of winning.
There's about 250,000 fruit machines in this country, and there's a good reason for that. The machines cost a lot to buy, but the profit returns for the owners are ginormous.
They used to call these the one-armed bandits, and that's probably because they were really good at robbing you of your money, but it's perfectly legal, although the amount of money that they decide to take is entirely determined by the operator of the machine.
The machines can be set by their owners to pay out a fixed percentage of what the gambler puts in. In the UK, the minimum percentage they can legally pay back is 70%. So that means for every £10 inserted, the gambler will only win back an average of £7 in prizes.
Less than 70%, you could call it almost an organised form of hustling. So they're just putting it in a corner and waiting for you to fall for it.
You can get chips like this over the internet. Arcade owners can get hold of these and insert them into the machines. I'll show you exactly where they go. You see where it says percentage key over here? If you put one of these chips in there, you can change the percentage. Now you can put it down as low as 20%. So if you're a dodgy fruit machine owner, you can slot one of these into your fruit machine and make it pay out a lot less than what it legally should.
They are quite fun to play on there, and you can win money on them, but in the long run, you won't be winning on any one machine.
I mean, what kind of information do you know when you walk up to a machine? This one's called Battle Axe. It's a picture of a very large lady with lots of hair. That's it. That's all that you know. So you know the best time to play one of these is after a busy night when the machine's probably been filled up by players. So, you know, maybe after a Saturday night or a busy night like that, that's the best time to play one of these machines. It would be really helpful if you could walk up to any machine and figure out exactly how much money was in it, how much the percentage is. And there are ways to do that. If you were to get a key, just like this one from the internet, it costs about £10. So look, if you were to put this in here like that and turn it, it gives me a bunch of information that I can use. The percent, 75% payout. Target is 78% right now. There's the number of spins, and that's the number of coins that are in there. The only thing you might want to worry about is that sometimes an alarm will go off in these machines when you turn it. So you might want to go up to the jukebox and select the loudest track you can before you try this.
Refill keys aren't illegal, but we don't recommend you use them in an arcade. People found trying to use these keys by burly arcade owners could end up in serious bother.
Can I have that?
No.
Premium rate numbers are big business in the UK, and although most phone lines are completely legitimate, many others are run by con artists to deceive the unsuspecting public and make some quick cash. Today, our hustlers are out to demonstrate a premium rate scam operated in offices across this country and the USA. This is the Courier Con.
Recently, a gang of motorcycle couriers were arrested. What they would do is they would enter offices with parcels that didn't belong to anybody there. They would pretend there's a problem with the call centre that was giving them the instructions and ask for permission to use the phone.
So, our hustlers have set up their own premium rate phone line, which charges £1.50 a minute to the caller. Dressed as motorbike couriers and rigged with these hidden cameras, Alex, Jess and Paul have one hit each to see just how easily they can make a money-spinning call right under the nose of an office receptionist. They each target a separate office building.
Hi there. I've got a pickup for N16.
For where?
N16, North 16. It is a... Sorry, one second. Dispatch. So they've been doing this to me all day.
Oh, that's fine.
Dispatch. So I've got a flat battery and do you mind if I use your phone very quickly? It's just the dispatch. Just
like a local number?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Sorry.
No, that's absolutely fine.
Is that all right?
Yes, on the side, and you just dial 9 to dial.
Just dial 9 to come out?
Yeah.
Sorry, thank you for that.
That's fine.
Alex seems to have convinced her that he's the real deal, and with a little white lie about the number he's calling, she's happily handed over the phone. Now he can call his premium rate line and get the cash counter rolling.
They have no idea who I am, and they have no parcel for N16.
Half a mile away, Jess is about to try her luck.
Pick it up. Got a name or? I haven't got anything. No, I don't know what it is. There's nothing at all. My battery's flat. Do you mind if I just use your phone? Is that okay? Thank you. Oh God, the amount of times this happened. No, I've never been here before, so thank you. 9.
She's got hold of the handset, no problems.
Hi, it's TH. Yeah. Can you put me through to control, please?
Over with Paul now. Surprisingly, this receptionist can't locate the parcel either.
Got one for N16. Sorry, you've got contact name.
Nothing for N16 at all.
Nothing for N16.
Do you have a phone I could use? Just to,
Yeah.
I know you're busy. Sorry about that. Right. I'll try to get through.
He's got hold of the phone, and he's off too. Now, the secret to this scam is to stay on the line for as long as they possibly can without blowing their cover. But will our receptionist go for it, or will they smell a rat?
I'm going to have to hurry up because I get internal calls through that phone.
Oh, sorry.
Paul's receptionist is challenging him.
You don't get them to give you a call back, perhaps?
Maybe I will, yeah. Let's get them back.
Like an intercom, really?
Yeah, this thing's completely useless inside a building, unfortunately.
But he brushes off her questions and retains his staying power on the phone. Alex's technique is to charm the receptionist.
Very nice offices. What do you guys do here?
Sorry.
We're very nice offices. What do you...
It's architectural practice and interior design as well.
Oh, wow. No wonder you did it that nice. Nicest office I've been to all day.
He continually apologises for being on the phone.
Sorry.
No, it's okay.
She says it's fine, which is actually buying him more time. Jess is still putting in a great performance.
Oh, you're kidding, really? Because I've got another package to pick up, so...
She's utterly convincing that she's got someone on the other end of the phone.
Because it was the same problem that happened last time as well, with the computer, so I had to speak to Caroline, she just sorted it out for me.
Our hustlers are literally making money for nothing, and the marks have no idea that the person in front of them's racking up a huge phone bill and pocketing the profit. So why are these marks so ready to believe our hustlers? It's simply a case of social conditioning. Our hustlers look like genuine couriers in a recognisable situation. So why would the marks question something so apparently normal? Back with Paul. He's feeling the pressure to end his fake conversation.
Yes, that's perfect. Okay. All right, thank you. Bye-bye. They can't get the details. They're going to basically get someone else to come out once they know who it's from. Yeah, after all...
He hangs up here and is our first hustler out of the running. He's been on the phone for 10 minutes and has made £15.
All right, bye.
Sensing that his receptionist is getting restless, Alex beats a retreat, but with 15 minutes clocked up, he's made £22.50.
Thank you for that. I do apologise.
I hope you managed to find everything.
Thank you very much. Thanks again, and sorry to bother you.
No, that's absolutely fine.
All right.
Well,
Take care. Thank you. Bye.
Okay,
So, Jess is the last hustler left standing. She spent an amazing 25 minutes on the phone and totalled up almost £40. She decides to wrap it up here before her luck runs out.
Okay, thanks, bye. I'm gonna have to go, someone else is gonna have to come. Sorry about that anyway, but cheers.
So, between them, they've made 50 minutes of calls and racked up a phone bill of £75. So, what did our victims think when we revealed the scam?
I think quite a lot of people would fall for the same kind of scam. Obviously, to me, he seemed completely genuine Courier. And, you know, obviously I won't do that again, but I did, and so you learn by our mistakes.
What I would obviously do differently is if a stranger came into the office, someone that I'd never seen before or really didn't know, I would, and they asked to use the phone, I would actually take the number down that they would like to dial, and I would dial it for them.
There's a lot of legitimate business in the premium rate industry, but of course there's also an element of criminality, and they're exploiting people's gullibility really about the fact that their telephone handset is almost an extension of their credit card, that every time you make a call you're spending money.
Alex, Jess and Paul are at this bar to shoot a few games of pool, but they've still got scamming on their minds. They're here to hustle some quick cash out of the local punters with a pool proposition bet.
A proposition bet, everybody knows a proposition bet. It's basically when you say, I bet you I can do something. Will you bet against me that I can or cannot do this? Now, bearing in mind, you're usually talking about something that sounds quite impossible to do. So most people will tell you, well, there's no way that can be done. But if you turn to them and say, yes, there is a way that can be done, by this time, they're so curious just to see how this is going to work. Usually, they'll just pay a £5 just to see what happens.
Alex has found someone who's up for a challenge.
What I propose to do is with one shot, taking one shot, put the one ball into the corner pocket and the 8 ball into the corner pocket, but the one ball goes in first. So the middle ball sinks first, then followed by the 8. One shot.
The shot Alex is proposing sounds impossible. How can he put this yellow ball into this pocket before the black ball in just one shot? Unsurprisingly, the mark takes the bet. But how is Alex going to pull it off?
Have you got any ideas? Because I'm willing to let you go have a try.
I have no clue.
Yeah?
In all honesty, no clue.
All right, I'll show you. Hold the cue.
Alex didn't say he'd do this shot unaided. He places a triangle between the two balls and rests the yellow ball on a cube of chalk. Now he's ready to take the shot.
Oh, beautiful.
Well done.
Good. Excellent.
So how did that just happen? Alex hit the cue ball at the yellow ball. Because it's raised up on the chalk and resting against the triangle, the strike caused the yellow ball to jump up over the triangle and land in the pocket. Meanwhile, the triangle gently knocks the black ball into the corner pocket. Our mark must have thought he was onto a winner, but it's Alex who's made himself a quick and easy tenner. Alex is at the airport, looking for a seat. He rests his bag down for a second, has a look around, and then moves on. Notice anything strange? Take another look. You've just witnessed the booster bag scam.
The booster bag is almost like the comedy item of pickpockets because it's unbelievable when you see it. It looks like it's out of a James Bond movie, and yet it's incredibly effective. All the booster bag is a large bag that has got a false bottom, and all it does is it gets dropped on top of a slightly smaller bag. There's nothing to see because the larger bag is covering it, and unless the mark has noticed that the bag is gone, you're just walking down the street with a rather large bag.
The key to the scam is the way the bag is rigged. It's hollow and contains a spring-loaded grabbing device which can hold on to any smaller bag it's placed over.
Signature?
Alex has spotted the perfect hit.
They got a car in our parking.
With the evidence completely hidden, he can casually walk away. And if the scam proves too tough to pull off single-handedly, the hustler can simply introduce an accomplice to act as a decoy.
Excuse me? I was wondering if you could just help me, please. I'm a bit stuck. I can't seem to find my flight anywhere.
Right, the Copenhagen flight?
Yeah.
As Jess distracts the mark with a question, Alex swoops in for the bag.
The Copenhagen flight?
Yeah.
It's a very simple, effective and crafty little con.
Too many times people go and sit in a cafe, put their bag over the back of the chair. Remember, these people are opportunistic. If you're slightly protecting yourself, they'll just move on to somebody else.
Our hustler's next scam is at this local car park. With the aid of a fluorescent jacket, a simple out-of-order sign and a white hat, Paul is going to demonstrate how a con man can hustle some easy cash out of the public. This is the car park con.
If the hustlers target the right area, they can make a very good sum of money in a very short period of time. People are in a rush, they need to park their cars, they don't really want to be worrying about what's going on, so they see the sign, it's out of order, they hand over their cash. Now, it's a couple of pounds at a time, but if you have 20, 30 cars that are going to go and park, you can raise a pretty good sum of money.
So, Paul is posing as a car park attendant and has stationed himself by a perfectly functioning ticket machine that is labelled with an out-of-order sign. But are the public really going to fall for it? Or will they see through Paul's disguise? Remember, this scam is being played out in public, and our hustlers run the risk of being rumbled at any time. Alex is on watch out close by and can radio through if there are any problems.
Morning. The network's down, you have to pay. Yeah, you have to pay me.
Pay you?
Yeah.
Why?
She seemed a bit suspicious, but Paul plays it cool.
Unless you want a ticket.
Yeah, but
how long do you want? How long do you want?
Up to 3 hours.
Up to 3 hours, that'll be £5, please.
You can give me a ticket, are you?
There you go. Just put this in your car, make sure people can see it. Put it in the front.
She's just bought a worthless piece of paper, believing it's a valid ticket. And look at the receipt Paul's given her. It's just a page from a standard receipt book stamped with the word paid. Paul's just made his first £5, and if he can keep this up, he stands to make a good sum.
Like that. There you go. Thank you.
She buys a ticket from Paul and leaves. Hit number 1's a success. Now for hit number 2.
Hold on a second. I wouldn't do that.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Sure.
The mark tries to test the machine. Perhaps he doesn't believe our hustler. To divert the mark, Paul radios Alex on his walkie-talkie.
Still out of order.
Okay, all right. We need pound, please.
It does just the trick. A bit of official sounding chat, and the mark backs off.
Yeah, 2 o'clock. That's loads of time. All right. Take care. Thank you very much. How long do you need?
Hit number 3, and Paul's on a roll. She isn't asking any questions.
How long do you need?
And the marks just keep coming, buying the fake parking tickets without a second thought.
They're going to be out giving out tickets all day today. It's ridiculous. Okay. There you go. Thank you very much. £2. It should only be 3 hours because you're going to be giving out tickets. Huh?
And why wouldn't they believe Paul? As well as looking the part, he has all the props you'd expect, a float of coins and a book of receipts. So, how is this scam really working?
By Paul wearing a uniform, he managed to convince the public that he was an authority figure, so they were handing him over money without even a second thought.
Well, that's just social compliance at work, isn't it? You turn up at a car park, the machine's broken down, and there's someone there to take your money. Who's going to ask questions? It's the perfect example of somebody using a uniform. I mean, it has nothing on it. It has no badges. I have an ID that basically I just made on my computer. And I have a receipt book that doesn't say anything except I've stamped the word paid on some of the tickets.
Back at the car park, and in just 1 hour, Paul's made 50 hits. He may have only taken a few pounds off each mark, but it's added up to a hefty total of over £100.
The whole network is out. So you can pay me, I'll give you a ticket.
This is a particularly cold-blooded scam, as the marks stand to lose out even further. The penalty for parking without a valid ticket in this car park is a fine of £100. In fact, we returned a few hours later and found that for this poor guy, that's exactly what happened.
I think it's horrible. How could you do that? How could you take money off of innocent people?
It's an exploitation and they need to be stopped.
So, our trio have finished hustling for this week. They've taken cash compensation for a box of broken glass, rung up a big premium rate bill whilst posing as motorbike couriers, and duped the public into parting with their pennies for a completely fake parking ticket. Don't worry though, all the members of the public they scammed got their money back. Just remember the rule of the real hustle. If it sounds too good to be true, it probably is. This is an ordinary suburban house, and this is the owner of the property, Mrs. E. Hornstein, about to let herself in after a day at work. She doesn't realise she's about to become a victim of crime. The hustlers are about to steal something very valuable from her. No, it's not her car or her cash. They're going to steal her identity. This is the ID theft hustle.
ID theft is one of the fastest growing crimes in this country and globally. In general, what happens is the hustlers get hold of basic bits of information about you. They might get part of your credit card, they might get your national insurance number, anything they can find. Then they use that information to obtain credit, i.e. get loans, credit cards, all in your name. Now, when I say credit, you've got to think about debt, because basically they're mounting debt that you will be responsible for.
The hustlers have collected application forms for loans, credit cards and refinance companies. They are furiously applying for credit in Mrs. Hornstein's name. But how did they get her details to fill in the forms? 2 nights previously, our hustler Paul had the unenviable task of bin rummaging. Under the cover of darkness, Paul finds the alley behind the Mark's house where rubbish is thrown. Having retrieved the bin bags, he starts to perform his dirty deed. He looks for any discarded documents he could use for ID theft. And bingo, it looks like he's hit pay dirt. 2 of Mrs. Hornstein's utility bills have been discarded amongst the rubbish, which, as experts will tell you, is a common way to lose out to ID fraud.
One of the ruses that the criminals use to get hold of this information is to go through your bins. It's not at epidemic levels. I don't want you to think that you know, every day somebody is going through your bins, but it could happen.
If you put any bills, any personal details in your dustbin, there are people going around late at night taking your rubbish away.
After sending the forms off and waiting 2 weeks, our hustlers have now received 3 credit cards with a total credit limit of £10,000 in the Mark's name, Mrs. E. Hornstein. Rather than spending all this money fraudulently and ruining the Mark's credit rating, Alex and Jess are on their way to confront Mrs. Hornstein to demonstrate how shocking this crime really is. They have packed a purse with receipts, documents and the credit cards obtained in her name. At the Mark's address, our hidden cameras watch the action.
Hello. Hi, are you Mrs. Hornstein?
Yes.
Yeah, just found your wallet outside.
Have you?
Is that not your wallet?
That's my name, but it's not my stuff.
We just found it on the floor.
Outside. Oh my God! Somebody's. This is all my name.
Are those not your credit
They're
cards?
not mine.
Oh.
Holy shit!
In fact,
how strange.
Miss Hornstein, I'll be honest with you, we didn't just find it, we actually made it.
What?
Well, we've also made this. This is a loan taken out in your name for £12,000, and it's been accepted.
You've made this?
Yeah.
Why have you done that then? Can I get a jumper on? I want to come inside.
That's all right, we'll wait for you here. I'll show you exactly how we've made things. We use these that we found in your bin. That's got your name, your address. This is another credit card bill.
That's my sloppy husband doing that.
And that's,
I don't throw anything away.
Bank statement as well.
Why is he throwing this stuff away?
So from that, we were able to get credit.
3 credit cards and a loan for £12,000.
Frightening, isn't it?
It's terrifying.
At least Mrs. Hornstein didn't actually lose her money to our hustlers, which is more than can be said for many victims of this worrying crime.
Because I was refused credit, so I wrote to CNN to find out why. And they sent me a long list, and against variations of my name at my old place where I'd lived before, previously, there was about £5,000 or £6,000 worth of debt. Because these people that had moved into my flat had actually used my name to open up different accounts. I opened up a Harrods account, an Avon account, Grattan's, Freeman's, all the electrical places, and they actually got about £5,000 or £6,000 worth of goods under my name. That I felt like a criminal. When this guy came out and said, you know, you've been refused credit, sort of thing, I sort of said, well, why? Because I knew I wasn't in debt, and you know, so I felt embarrassed and ashamed, really.
You have to be very careful with your own information. If you throw away that slip at the top of a checkbook, that has everything they need to get your bank information from it.
The best way to protect yourself against this scam is to shred absolutely everything. Documents, letters, statements, bills. Never throw anything away because someone could easily go into your bin and take it like we did.
Yeah, well, I did.
Jess and Paul are out for a stroll, but they appear to be lost.
Excuse me, do you know this area at all?
Yeah.
Yeah, a little bit lost. We're trying to find the nearest tube station. We were over there a little while ago, but we haven't seen one. Any ideas?
You need to go, the nearest one is down the road and turn first left.
First left over here?
Uh-huh.
Right, thank you very much.
Thank
you.
Obviously, they weren't really lost, and you've just witnessed a crime. Paul and Jess just pulled the map scam. So let's take another look on our hidden cameras.
You smile. I got one on the left.
Paul and Jess approached the lady at the table pretending to be lost.
I don't know. We probably walked past 2 of them.
Should we just ask someone?
Excuse me, do you know this area at all?
Watch how Paul spreads his map all over her table and shields his hand, grabbing her phone. Before she's even given them directions, he's dropped the phone into Jess's waiting bag.
Let's go. The nearest one is down the road.
Now the hustlers wait for the directions, and once they've been given, they're on their way to look for the next mark who may have left anything valuable out on the table.
Now we should call somebody.
If you're sitting there having a coffee, there's your phone and your sunglasses, and the next minute they're not there, you're not going to realise straight away. Why? Because you're not focusing on that at that time. You're not going to notice something like that going. You're going to notice it when you have to pay, when you have to leave, when you have to get up or make a phone call. And by then, they're long gone. Long gone.
Alex, Paul, and Jess have hit the streets, each armed with a sob story to test the public's gullibility and generosity. They are recreating a scam practiced across the country by con artists. It's one of the most simple but effective hustles. It is the sob story scam. Alex is armed with a classic story used by fake beggars worldwide. He's playing the posh gentleman who is far too well off to be a real beggar. He's picked an overpass near a busy railway station as his location. He needs it to make his fake story work.
Can I ask you something? I'm wondering if you could help me. It's a bit embarrassing. Sorry, do you mind?
Where do you want to go? Where's that quick? I'm in a hurry. Where do you want to go?
I need to go to Guildford.
Guildford, yeah?
Yes, and I've had everything on me nicked.
Uh-huh.
You couldn't spare £1 or something?
Sorry, no.
Thank you.
Meanwhile, Paul is across town in a busy car park. He's armed himself with a different type of prop to loosen the public's purse strings. He's playing an unfortunate motorist who's run out of both petrol and money on the same day.
Excuse me?
Yep.
Do you know where there's a petrol station nearby?
The nearest one is down the Cali.
How far is that?
It's about 10 minutes walk.
I hate to trouble you, but I've run out of petrol. And I've lost my wallet on the same morning. You couldn't help me, could you?
I'm sorry, I haven't got a penny.
Yeah, I wish. Well, thank you very much. I appreciate that. I hate to trouble you. You seem really nice. I've run out of petrol and come out with no money. If I could pay you...
Whilst Paul struggles to get anyone to believe him, Jess has moved into position for her own scrounge. Another person's misfortune is Jess's key to a fortune. She's found a car that's been clamped and is about to put her sob story into play.
Excuse me, I'm really, really sorry to do this. I've got a bit of a problem. My car's been, I've just been to a casting just down the road. I'm from Sheffield and I've got to get back up again. And you know, I feel really, really cheeky for doing this. It's £115. I've just been to my bank now. I've only been able to get out 100.
To back up the story, Jess now produces her prop, a wad of cash. Can she prove that if you have money, you can make money?
I mean, would you be able to lend me something? I'll pay you back if you give me your address. I'll send it in a cheque. I really need to get back up to Sheffield.
I've got enough to get back.
Anything, £1, I mean, anything really. I'll need to go around.
I'm on my last day.
50p, that would even help. 50p, thank you. Thank you so much.
Jess has struck gold first. Well, silver at least. Back to Paul in the car park. Is his luck finally looking up?
Excuse me, I hate to trouble you, just I've run out of petrol and I've come out with no money. Would you be willing to help me?
Money, mate, I don't know. I've never seen
you know, I would never ask. I know,
people like that
I'm sure you do. I don't even know. Yeah. I know, I'm beginning to feel like a beggar, to be honest with you. It's just, well, I mean, anything you could do to help me, I would pay you back. I would pay you back. Yeah, take your phone number.
Give me some identification, I might be able to help you.
I'll write down my address. I'll take your
address then. If you can write
you
down
do
your
it?
address,
Absolutely.
yeah,
Oh,
fabulous.
Paul manages to gain his trust, and on receipt of a fake address and a promise to return the money, the man lends him £10.
Yeah. Look, thank you very much. Appreciate it. Very kind.
Happy with his tenner, Paul decides to call it a day. Jess is still on the case with her clamp, but with no further successes.
I've just been to the cash machine. I can only actually get out 100, and this is like, I'll send it back to you. Okay.
With only 50p in the bank, she's behind. It's time to up the ante. She's trying an old trick of the movie trade, applying vapor rub just under the eyes to make herself cry. She's willing to suffer for her art. She's found another mark and is turning on the waterworks to try and break him.
I really need to get back up to Sheffield. There's nothing else that I can do.
No one else, do you?
No one. The only number I know is my mum's.
Does she not live down here?
No, she's in Sheffield with me, but I can't get through to her. I mean, I'll take your address. I'll send it right back to you.
She's got his attention, but he's taking the time to check out her story.
I've got some ID. I've got my driving licence. You can write down where I live. I'm from Sheffield. That's obviously why I've just driven down today.
If I give you a tenner.
That'd be brilliant, really. Thank you.
15 quid is
No, thank you so much. Thank you.
Finally, he gives in and agrees to lend her £10. He drove a hard bargain, but Jess has talked him round and the deal is done.
You don't know how much I appreciate it. Thank you so much.
Jess's total now stands at £10.50. She's just ahead of Paul and Alex, but with the rain pouring down, she's off to count her earnings somewhere dry. It's time for Alex to boost his chances. He produces his convincer, a posh-looking business card.
I'm trying to get my company to get me a ticket to get to Guildford, but they won't let me pick it up without a credit card.
Okay.
Have you got any change you could spare? I'll give you my card and I can send it right back to you.
I've got change. How much you need? You want a quid?
Remarkably, as soon as Alex shows the woman a business card, her hands are drawn irresistibly towards her wallet. She's unable to believe such a well-dressed man with such a nice business card could be a cynical liar. She hands him £2. Will the business card blag work again on his next hit?
I don't suppose you could help me in any way. Any change you might have. I'll give you my card. You might be able to...
Another quick flash of the card, and the man is reaching for his wallet.
I'll have them send it to you straight away.
He hands over £6 towards the fare.
Thank you for your help. Bye-bye.
With his trusty business card working a treat, Alex tries one more hit.
They'll send you the money straight away.
You're Justin, are you?
That's right. My name's Justin. If that's at all possible for you, I'd really appreciate it.
Well,
anything you can spare would be fine.
£4?
That would be more than kind, more than generous. Yes, very generous of you. Thank you.
Result: he scored another £4 and has beaten the others with his total of £12. Not bad for an hour's work. At that rate, he'd be earning nearly £500 a week, tax-free. Jess, Alex, and Paul are at this bar to shoot some pool and size up their next hustle. They've got a scam up their sleeve and are looking for a local punter to test with a pool proposition bet.
Right, well, I got a shot for you to try. Okay, it's quite simple.
Jess has homed in on a mark.
I want to see if you can pop the red ball into the pocket using the white ball without touching the green ball, without touching the cushions. Think you can do it?
So, Jess is proposing a shot where the cue ball pots this red ball without touching this green ball, and he can't touch the cushions either.
It looks pretty difficult. I'll give it a go.
Do you want to give it a go?
I'll give it a go.
Go on then.
The shot sounds a little tricky, but our mark seems quite confident.
No.
Well, I did say you weren't allowed to use the cushions.
Of
For a
course.
start.
Can we do it again?
You can have another go, but...
I forgot that bit. I'm
I know
sorry.
you did.
I forgot
it's
that
okay.
bit. I suppose I can try a jump. No.
No.
I don't think I can do it, to be honest.
No?
He can't make the shot. It's down to Jess to show him how it's done. But will he take the bet?
Do you think I can do it?
I doubt it very much.
Okay, well, we'll see.
Pleasantly surprised if you
How
can.
much would you be willing to bet?
I'll bet you a £5.
Yeah?
Yeah, why not?
Go on then, put your money on the
Okay.
table. I've got a £5. Okay. Ready?
Now, Jess didn't rule out using the triangle to take this shot.
Very good.
Thank you very much.
Very good.
She places the triangle between the green and the red ball. Now, when she strikes the cue ball, it knocks the triangle forward just enough to pot the red into the pocket, whilst the green ball remains safe inside the triangle.
And I'll see you later.
Thank you very much.
An easy win for our hustler, and our mark seems a little hard done by.
Well, in any normal table game like pool or snooker, you can't lay the triangle on the table and use it as a tool for the game. So I'd say I was pretty well cheated, yeah.
This is an ordinary English £20 note. We earn them and we spend them, and once spent, the money's gone for good, right? Well, not exactly. Here's how £20 can be turned into £30, £40, or even £50 by a ruthless con artist. This is the change-raising con.
The idea of change raising is to take a quantity of money, let's say it's a £20 note, and then change it into 30 or 40 pounds by confusing somebody into giving you more money than they intended. And the idea is to get them to do 2 transactions at the same time rather than just one and then the next one. And what happens in the middle is they think everything is fine, but they've accidentally given you more money than they should.
Hustlers like Alex can pull the change-raising con at any shop or bar which is prepared to give them change for a 20. This scam has even been pulled by the cynical con artist at charity shops. Alex starts by asking for change for a £20 note.
Sorry to bother you, but could you give me change for a 20?
Yes, possibly.
Possible.
Let me have a look.
The shopkeeper kindly helps him out.
What are you looking for?
That's great. Oh, fantastic. Thank you.
Lovely.
Thanks a lot.
Thank you very much.
Oh. Oh, sorry. Actually, I do. Silly me, I do actually have some change. Could I? That's going to be a bit too much. Could I give you this for a 10? Yeah?
Right.
Just that for a 10? That'd be great. Actually, one might want to count that, because I think I've got some...
It's only 4.
Is it? 4 and... oh, so that's 9.
That's 9.
I'll tell you what, seeing as I've got change already, I'll take my 20 in the back. That's 9, that's £10 and another 10.
Okay.
Happy?
I'm happy.
Excellent. Thank you very much.
Bye.
Cheers. Bye-bye.
So, that was surely confusing, but how was it a scam? Alex arrived with £20 and asked for it to be changed. Then he changed his mind and left the shop with his original £20. Correct? Wrong. He actually just ripped off the shop's till for £10. Here it is again. At the moment, Alex has given the shopkeeper a £20 note, and she's given him £20 in change. They are even. But the whole con starts when Alex says he's already got enough change.
Silly me, I do actually have some change. Could I? That's going to be a bit too much. Could I give you this for a 10? Yeah?
Right.
Just that for a 10?
So Alex swaps £10 of change for a £10 note, and he has the other tenner in his pocket. He still has £20 in total.
Actually, one might want to count that.
As part of the ruse, Alex has shortchanged the woman to confuse her.
Is it 4 and... oh, so that's 9.
That's 9.
I'll tell you what, seeing as I've got change already, I'll take my 20 in the back. That's 9, that's £10 and another 10.
Look at what Alex is about to do. That £10 on the counter belongs to the shop. The £10 note in Alex's hand belongs to Alex. By putting them together and asking her to change the lot for a £20 note, Alex is stealing £10 of the shop's money.
Okay.
Happy?
I'm happy.
Excellent. Thank you very much.
Bye.
Cheers.
He came in the shop with a 20, she's just given him a 20, and he still has the tenner in his pocket. He's made a sly £10.
Bye-bye.
And is off out of the shop before the lady can work out what happened. Still confused? That's why this is such an easy scam to fall for.
And what's happened is you haven't completed the first part of the transaction. You've only completed half of it. And by asking you to do one more transaction, you're losing out.
The strange thing about this is even if someone tells you that they're going to demonstrate a change-raising technique, when they go through the process, most of the time you won't even realise how they got more money out of you.
How many times have you ever played the games at the Fairground? And how many times have you ever seen anyone walk off with the biggest prize on the stall? If the answer is never, our real hustlers have come to the Fairground to show you why.
If you go to Brighton Pier or Blackpool, these games are often monitored, so people are making sure that they're fair for you. So there is a chance of winning. Although one of my favourite stories is that some of these games are so unfair in some places that they actually hire people to carry great big soft cuddly toys around, so people think, oh, I want one of those, and they go and try and find that stand.
Paul's Fairground stall is a classic. It's Tin Can Alley. The rules are simple.
Pound.
6 tin cans are stacked in a pyramid. The punter is given 3 beanbags and has 3 tries at knocking the cans off the shelf. If he succeeds, he wins a prize.
So close.
Sounds fair? Actually, Paul's version of the game is far from fair.
Shot. Pound.
Besides the obvious challenge of knocking all the tins off the shelf,
Right, the tin's in the middle.
which is harder than it looks.
Yeah, look. These things.
Paul has a nifty hustle going on that's guaranteed to con the public out of their money.
If all the cans are normal, then it's a pretty easy game to win. If, however, some of the cans are weighted, then it becomes a little bit more difficult. In fact, you need quite a few more attempts to get used to how to knock over those cans. And in this case, it was fixed. We weighted 3 of them. If they're on top of the pyramid, you can knock them all over quite easily. So we give people a free go when the cans are on top. So once they know they can do it, we set the cans on the bottom, creating a very strong foundation for that pyramid, making it very difficult to knock those over. So you rope them in, you make them think they can do it, and then you make it much more difficult for them to win at all. It's a classic scam.
So, with the heavy cans at the top, Paul offers a free practice throw.
Tell you what, I'll give you a free shot, just to practice. Very good. 2 shots left.
That's a tricky one.
Come on. Yeah, give him a, that's it, beautiful. You want to do one for money? You want to do it?
This time, the mark has to pay for his go, and this time Paul rigs the stack. Heavy cans at the bottom.
Very good. Come on.
No chance.
What a surprise. Who's next?
I'll show you how it's done. Here we go. Come on in.
Oh, yeah, here comes this guy. He'll do it.
And now it's lambs to the slaughter time.
All right. Here's your balls.
Cheers, mate.
If you need them. Whoa. 2 with 1. Come on, you can do it.
I don't know how it's going to work out.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not good at this game, I don't think.
So Paul just keeps repeating the routine, switching the light for the heavy tins every time he gets someone interested. And for these reasons, Paul can stand back and watch the cash roll in.
That was pathetic. At legitimate places, you can win. Of course, it's never as easy as it looks. It's not as bad as it was in the old days. They say that back in San Francisco at the turn of the last century, when the earthquake hit, the only thing left standing were 6 cans in one of these stalls.
So that's it for this week. Our hustlers have stolen a mark's identity, cheated commuters out of spare change, and rigged a fairground game. But don't worry, all the people who got ripped off were given their money back. Just remember the rule of the real hustle. If it sounds too good to be true, it probably is. A pair of ordinary 6-sided dice have 36 different ways they can land. Where there's odds, there's always a gamble to be had. And where there's a gamble, there'll always be a hustler. This is the rigged dice rip-off.
Any game where dice are used, whether that's backgammon, Monopoly, anything, I can guarantee you that there is a hustler somewhere who spent hundreds of hours figuring out how to rig that game.
It's not just about loaded dice. Everyone thinks if you put a weight in a cube, then you can use that to win, but you have to be very subtle even with that. You can cut the dice in a specific way so that they roll to certain sides more times than others. You can even take dice that are completely legitimate and roll them in a cup and control them to a desired outcome. This takes a great deal of skill, but if you really want to get the money, then it's worth the practice.
Alex and Paul are on a river tour with some sightseers, but they're not on board for a pleasure cruise. They've come here to prove how a simple dice game can be rigged to a hustler's advantage. This group of punters have been persuaded to play for money. However, they don't know that Alex and Paul are expert cheaters. The game is called Put and Take.
I thought I'd keep losing on this one. Take 4.
Yeah, back in it.
2 dice are rolled. One is marked P for put and T for take. If it lands on P, the player puts money in. If it lands on T, the player takes money out. It's that simple.
Take 4.
The second dice tells the player how much money they are either putting in or taking out. The options are 1, 2, 3, 4, or all. So the best possible roll is a take-all, which means the player can take all the stash for themselves. Let's see how our hustlers do.
Whoever gets this is basically one.
Definitely.
Oh.
That's... Oh, but that's the biggest one.
The odds of anyone rolling this are 12 to 1.
Yeah, I'm buying the drinks tonight.
Play goes round and the rest of the players stick in a load more coins into the pot. Back to Paul. What does he throw next? A take-all again.
I almost feel like I should apologise, but only almost.
The odds against rolling 2 take-alls in a row are very high.
Come on, I don't take all yet. But what?
It was a big mistake.
It's come round to Paul again. It's yet another take-all. His third take-all in a row has beaten odds of 1,728 to 1. The Marks are starting to lose all their coins thanks to Paul's amazing run of luck.
I think it's the way you're rolling it.
Yeah. Do you think? There is like a little thing on here, isn't there?
Surely he can't keep throwing a take-all without being accused of cheating.
I did say I was going to get a put-all because I had to take all the last time.
Apparently he can, but the Marks seem to think he's just on a winning streak. With odds of well over 20,000 to 1 against that happening, they obviously haven't been doing their probability homework.
I'm done.
Why that John out?
It is me out.
So, how are the hustlers controlling their throws? If you look carefully at the dice that the hustlers have used, you can notice some of the edges have been delicately shaved like this. Amazingly, this tiny difference in texture causes the dice to rub inside the cup and line up in a winning combination. If they are shaken normally, they will land randomly. But if they are shaken the right way, like this, they'll always give the cheat a winning roll.
No way.
Which is why the hustlers have been able to empty the pockets of the Marks. What did the Marks think when we revealed the scam?
It gives you another perspective on gambling, I think, because especially we couldn't tell really that they were cheating. So, you know, in the light of that, maybe it just highlights the fact that you shouldn't do gambling even more so, because you can't tell if someone's hustling you or not.
A proposition bet, everybody knows a proposition bet. It's basically, I can bet you I can do something. Will you bet against me that I can or cannot do this?
A proposition bet is a great way to hustle a few free drinks and a meal. Hi, I'm Jessica.
And a free coffee is what's on Jessie's mind. She's approached a likely-looking guy and has offered to show him a trick which will blow his mind.
I'm going to show you a game. It's really 3 matchboxes. All you have to do is keep your eye on the matches.
Right, okay.
Yeah? So, go 1, 2, 3. Okay, forgot myself. Okay, point to the one where the matches are.
It's that one?
That one.
Yeah.
You sure?
Yeah.
And you'd be right.
Yeah.
But, you know what, you didn't bet any money on it. So have you got any money on you?
I may have a bit.
Have you got a pound? I've got a pound.
There's no trick to it.
Sorry?
There's no trick to it.
There's no trick to it, it's a pound.
Okay.
Okay? There we go. All you have to do is follow the matches.
Right.
See, they're still there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, point to the one where the matches are. That one?
Yeah.
You sure?
Positive.
Positive? You see, it's a lot more difficult when there's money on the table. Right. But I tell you what, I'll give you a chance to win your money back. I'm going to leave this one out, and we'll go again with 2 boxes.
Okay.
Okay, so have you got any more money on you? I'll tell you what, a couple of quid, get a couple of quid out. I've got my £2.
Right.
Put it down on the table. Right. There we go. Okay, so remember, keep your eye on the matches.
Okay. All right.
Okay, point to the one where you think the matches are. You sure?
Positive.
You're positive?
Positive.
Okay, well, I'm not going to touch it. You have a look. Nothing in there?
No.
So, you think the matches are in this one?
Must be.
How much would you bet that the matches are in this one? How much more money have you got? I've got £2 more.
It's robbery.
You got another couple of quid?
Well, I'm pretty sure they're in there.
We'll put your money on the table.
£2 more.
£2 more. Yeah. Okay. Do you think the matches are in this one?
Yeah, there must be.
The matches aren't in this one. The matches, Daryl, are right here. So thank you for the round.
1-0 to Jessica. Like any good magician, the trick was up her sleeve. And the matches you could see in the first box didn't rattle because she glued them all together. Cunning. Believers claim a true psychic can accurately foresee the future, and as proof of their skills, psychics may know a stranger's most intimate details. Well, Paul Wilson also has that ability, and he's not psychic at all, he's just a cynical hustler. This is the psychic scam.
This is an example of a hustler using a belief system to take advantage. The idea is to string the mark along, promising them anything that they want, and the bigger the promises, the more they're willing to pay.
There's no specific category for, the people who fall victim to this sort of scam. It's people who are looking for answers, people who are vulnerable. It can be absolutely anybody.
In order to put the psychic scam into play, Paul has rented an office and decked it out in mystical paraphernalia. He wants to attract in unwary punters looking for answers in their lives, and then bamboozle them into giving up their hard-earned cash.
Come in. Hello.
Nice to meet you.
I'm Paul. How are you?
I'm good, thanks.
Have a seat. Thank you very much.
Oh, it's cold.
The scam is about to begin. He's got his first customer, or Mark.
And how are you today?
Okay.
Yeah? Yeah, interesting.
It's time for the cold reading.
How are you?
I'm good, thanks.
Okay.
I'm a bit nervous.
Yeah. This is really a get to know you kind of session. I use some pretty unusual methods.
Okay.
Nothing to worry about. We won't burn anything. I basically like to try and see what kind of connection we've got. I'd like you to mix those up any way that you like. Any way is good.
Paul uses fortune cards as a prop. He pretends to be getting signs off randomly picked cards.
We'll make 3 piles any way that you like. And make 3 piles for me. Any way that you like.
In fact, he's about to play out a pre-rehearsed script to suck the punters in and gain their trust.
You've got an issue on your mind right now, don't you? I do get a feeling that you have something on your mind right now.
Notice how he keeps saying the same thing to each person, and how the comments he's made is always correct for every victim, even though it's the same question.
You don't take everything completely at face value. You like to weigh it up and balance it a little bit. One of the most difficult things about being a fake psychic is convincing someone that you do have psychic powers. And the way that I did this is using a technique known as cold reading. Now, cold reading starts as a very basic series of Barnum statements. That's 10 statements which could apply to anybody, and because people think that they apply to them specifically, they believe that you have some kind of insight that they don't have. And basically, by using their reactions and having a good knowledge of people themselves, you can unfold somebody's personality, and as you're doing that, find out what they want and hope for, and give them that in the future.
Now, having gained a degree of trust, Paul starts to wheedle some specific information out of each mark. This is going to come into play later on in the scam.
Velma.
Velma.
Yeah.
One used to push me down the stairs.
Pushed you down the stairs?
Yeah.
Let me ask you this, do you have a specific date in your life that is important? So tell me about that, a little bit about that.
Well,
what was his name?
John.
It was John. Do me a favour, on the wall here is a chart. You see the all the different little pictures, the collage? Yeah.
The first stage is complete. It's time for Paul to perform his big convincer. We call it the miracle. First, he distracts the marks by asking them to look at the chart on the wall. You'll find out why in a moment.
Just give them a second's thought and tell me which ones relate to you the most. I want you to look over the pictures. Give everyone a second's consideration for me. That's it.
Now he shows each mark a notepad full of doodles. These doodles are meant to have been made by Paul whilst in a trance and are supposed to represent his contact with the spirit world.
You know, I have personal readings with people quite regularly, but what I try and do is anything that comes to my mind, I write it down. I doodle, I do anything that it takes.
Just watch. Paul is now about to reveal his miracle.
I try very, very hard to take in any thought that comes to me and note it down. And so, for example, August the 8th, I mean, that could be you.
Yeah.
Couldn't it?
Yeah.
This really could be you, couldn't it? Jill, is that your mum's name?
Yeah. Yeah. And it's being pushed down the stairs.
Being pushed down the stairs. That's very, very good. This might actually be you.
Paul's hit the nail on the head with details he couldn't possibly have known about. That book was sitting on the shelf before the mark even entered the room. How could that personal information have passed into Paul's mystic notebook? Was it a miracle? Is Paul in contact with the other side?
I have never had a hit like that.
Actually, yes. Paul is in contact with Alex, who's on the other side of a false wall. He's been playing a crucial role in the scam. Whilst the marks were revealing information to Paul 15 minutes earlier, Alex was secretly listening and making the miraculous doodles appear using a very mundane biro. Once he'd heard enough to make the necessary doodles, Alex waits for Paul to distract the mark's attention. Then he subtly slips the pad through the secret hatch into the room, ready for the mark to retrieve it and believe it was there all along.
You have to remember, they're not expecting a magic trick. They're not expecting something like this. They're certainly not expecting, you know, someone to be behind the wall. So this literally comes out of left field to these people. And when they see their life, their personal facts on a piece of paper that I apparently wrote or drew before they arrived, they really don't know how to react. But a connection like that, I don't want to ignore.
No.
At all.
I don't think it's worth me ignoring it either, to be honest.
I'm really excited by a connection like that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be thinking about that all day. You can imagine what it's like for me.
You can't even put so many names in one reading anyway. That's just
Unbelievable, isn't it?
All of which leaves the marks more than happy to hand over their cash to Paul to make sure they get the benefit of his amazing powers.
Listen, shall we do this?
Yes.
This is what I'm offering people. If you're interested and you feel that we've made a connection here today, and I think we have, to be honest, since you first came in, I think that we've had a pretty interesting connection. Would you want to take that further?
He truly has got some amazing powers. The power to fleece the poor punters being the chief amongst them.
My mind is racing right now, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. My mind is racing. I'm very keen to get you on board, I'll be honest, because anybody I can connect to like that helps my cause. Because, you know, there's so many people that just think this stuff is garbage.
I was sitting there and I was thinking, okay, yep, that's true. And I was still in half a mind until he brought out the notepad.
That was intriguing that he had those down. I hadn't even spoke to him then, so that was fantastic.
It made me feel scared, and I was trying to think of where the trick was. And I think that's why, because I was scared of it. I was thinking, where's the trick in it? You know?
Our hustlers have come to a pool hall for a few games, but there's no time out from scamming. They're here to cheat some quick cash out of the local punters with a pool hustle. Paul's found someone who's up for a challenge.
You know, while my colleague sets these up, do you gamble much?
Not a lot.
This is worth paying just to see. We got 3 balls at the end of the table. The idea is to take the cue ball and hit the yellow ball. But there's rules. First of all, you can't come off the table to hit it. And secondly, you cannot hit either of the 2 balls that it's balancing on. And you've got to shoot from up here.
So how am I going to hit the yellow? Well, I can't hit the 2 balls.
All right. Well, look, normally we'd take your money on this, but I'll show you how it's done first.
Right.
Okay? All right? It's pretty simple. I'm going to aim straight for the yellow, but I can't come off the table. I can't hit those 2 balls, okay?
Ah, cheating though. Cheating though.
It is cheating, it is cheating. But listen, be honest, if I told you to go and tell one of these people you could do this and make a bet, do you think you could win money off of them with it?
Of course.
Yeah, all right. Well, you think you could definitely do it, right?
Yeah.
All right. Give me the cue ball there, please, Alex. All right, we'll do it again. One more time. This time, you do it.
I do.
How much money do you think you can make with a shot like this?
Anything.
A lot of money, right?
Yeah, as long as I bang the table.
All right, okay. So you can definitely do it?
I believe I can, yeah.
All right, how much you bet?
£5.
All right, give me the £5.
So Paul has revealed how his trick works. The secret is to bump the table as the white ball rolls up, so the 3 balls dislodge and the yellow is free to be struck. But what's Paul's game here? He's just given away the secret. Surely he's on a loser. All the mark has to do is bump the table to repeat the trick.
All right, give it a shot. Remember, exactly like I showed you. Hit it. I think the problem is...
You switched the balls! He switched the balls! He switched the balls! That's cheating, man! That's cheating! That's cheating!
Just by saying that there's something that you're missing, you're going to get conned, but by finding out what that is, you'll be able to use this yourself on your friends. It's accepted. People enjoy it. It's almost like a joke.
So that's it from our hustlers for this series. We've been let into the secrets behind Britain's biggest scams. But what are the main points to remember from the last 8 shows? They say don't judge a book by its cover, but it's only natural to do so. And our hustlers have shown how simply putting on the right uniform allows them to get away with whatever they want.
The whole network is out. So you can pay me, I'll give you a ticket.
When Alex and Paul pretended to be plainclothes policemen,
Okay, stop there, police.
this shopkeeper was totally convinced because they looked and talked the part.
Leave that money on the counter. Please let my colleague back in, please. I'm afraid that's part of the evidence as well now. You will get it back, obviously.
So much so, she was happy to hand over a £600 necklace as evidence of a crime.
So you're saying to me, what if all 3 of them were in on that? They'd have had me. They'd have had me then.
Paul memorably also dressed as a special delivery courier. And because his act was up to scratch, he was able to easily fleece unsuspecting victims for extra postal charges on their own doorsteps.
Hi, this is Rob Marks. I'm downstairs for TRH deliveries. I have a package for you. Hi, sorry about that. I haven't got any good on there. Is the check okay?
And when the 3 hustlers got their motorcycle courier clothes on, they were easily able to infiltrate their way into random offices and scam the businesses by phoning their own premium rate number from the company's own phones.
Sorry, 1 second. Dispatch. Free enough. Do you mind if I use your phone very quickly? It's just the dispatch. Just. Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Yes, that's perfect. Okay. All right, thank you. Bye-bye. They can't get the details. They're going to basically get someone else to come out once they know that it's from. Yeah, after all that.
These days, new technology and gadgets are invented faster than most people can keep up with. But hustlers have kept apace with the new inventions and used them for new and clever ways of committing crime. Alex showed how a Bluetooth computer can be used to hack into and take control of other people's mobiles, even forcing them into making premium rate calls to his own special number. And Paul and Jess proved that a wireless internet access point isn't always what it seems.
I would never ever send sensitive information, such as credit card transactions, over wireless.
Bogus Wi-Fi connections can be used by hustlers to fleece the unwary road warrior of their credit card details or worse. Working as a team, the hustlers even infiltrated an office and planted an electronic keylogger on a Mark's keyboard, proving how internet bank passwords could be vulnerable to a determined attack.
Without revealing your password, could you please give me the first and the third letters of your password?
No, I'd rather not do that.
And we're also advising that customers change their passwords on their online accounts.
Okay, fine, I'll do that later.
That looks like a password to me.
Another golden rule to remember: every seductive offer can sometimes hide a nasty scam.
We're scouring right now looking for new talent.
Paul pretended to be a talent agent to persuade wannabe singing stars they were the next big thing.
Great, guys. That's great.
In fact, all he was after was persuading them to sign up to a very expensive contract, which they did.
I've got to grab it with both hands.
I think you've got to grab it with both hands and jump.
And when Alex was a fake estate agent renting out a bargain flat, these girls couldn't believe their luck.
Quite good size. We've got fridge, freezer. There we go.
In fact, the flat wasn't even his to rent, and they would have genuinely lost out.
How much cash have you got with you?
£100, that'd be okay?
That's fine.
If someone's flattering you with a fake agency or tempting you with a cheap flat, remember, it's always worth checking their bona fides carefully before handing over any hard-earned cash. Also beware of hustlers armed with props and spinning tall stories.
This is how to make money from the money they throw away at the English Mint.
There might be a beautiful woman in a bar telling you that she's mislaid a very precious ring. She'll try to persuade you to hand over cash to her accomplices, but don't be fooled. The ring is worth a £5, and you've been played for a sucker. They might be demanding cash compensation for an accident on the street, despite some very dodgy pavement tactics.
Oh, please don't be broke. Just broken my vase.
But what was in the box all along? Broken glass. They might hire a car for the day.
All right, if I leave a deposit today, when could I pick it up?
And sell it for cash over and over again. They might seduce you with dreams of winning the lottery.
I won £2,800 on the lottery.
No.
If she says her friend from overseas wants to sell the ticket for cash, walk away quickly. The ticket is just a fake.
121 grand.
Really?
Big mess for me, but...
Well, I can nip out and get some cash at the cash machine. Do you want to come out and...
I'll have a look at it again.
Yeah.
I trust you. Yeah?
Or the simplest con of them all. They might plead with you to just hand over your money.
I'm trying to get my company to get me a ticket to get to Guildford.
After all, they look far too respectable to be con artists, don't they? The hustlers showed us how a con artist can use a seemingly impossible bar bet to their advantage.
Walking down a shot, you could down a pint.
Now, you see, I said, I can't touch your glasses, you can't touch my glasses. So, thank you very much. Andy's paying for the drinks. Thank you very much. It was lovely to meet you.
Lovely, yeah.
Thank you.
Laters. Thanks.
Another thing the hustlers have taught us is keep a wary eye on your possessions.
What the time is?
Pickpockets and thieves have a catalogue of methods to relieve you of your bag or purse. The most common technique is to distract you and then rob you. If you have even the slightest suspicion, don't be afraid to just walk away. Protect your identity, your cards and your cash. Con artists can clone your bank cards at a cash machine or by routing through your bins.
3 credit cards and a loan for
Frightening,
£12,000.
isn't it?
This one here is basically the whole fascia that would go over a cash point machine. As you can see, it's very authentic looking. It's got all the stickers that would normally be on a normal cash point.
Lastly, it's worth remembering, be skeptical. Keep your eyes open, but don't get paranoid. Thankfully, real hustlers are still quite rare. And if you know what the scams are, you can easily avoid them happening to you. Just remember the rule of the real hustle. If it sounds too good to be true, it probably is.